drift away until the day the world stops spinning. Oh, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. The stars falls around us, entwining us. So baby, stay with me where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops spinning, spinning. Until the day the world stops spinning. Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's feel a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, Sarah, why you leaving me? Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, Sarah, why you leaving me? Ayy, push start, ayy, ball so hard, ayy, raise the bar, ayy, turn into a star, ayy, play my part, yeah, I aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, cause it's fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, ain't slowing down, better live it up, about too hard, ayy, what, about too hard, ayy, what, about too hard, ayy, about too hard, yeah, I'm killing your favorite rapper with minimum effort, yeah, your corpse getting severed, the industry dry, it's a desert, but whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better, straight double use, that's my letter, don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy, they tryna figure out what's on our plate, infinity sideways, we already ate, skipping is basic, skipping is classes, stay out of trouble, now I can relate, nevertheless, again, I'm doing great, I just finished this thing, ain't no debate, you ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate, yeah, I take my place at the summit, I can't wait till we counting them hundreds, I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming, and some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running, but very soon I'm gonna run it, I demand it, man, I want it, push start, ayy, ball so hard, ayy, raise the bar, ayy, turn into a star, ayy, play my part, yeah, I aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, cause it's fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, ain't slowing down, better live it up, about too hard, ayy, what, about too hard, ayy, what, about too hard, ayy, about too hard, ayy, they not gon' like this, don't like surprises, I cause a crisis, man I'm a scientist, with the music I spice things, up to my liking, man I want nice things, this not an AK, it's a Uzi, I pull up and shoot it to movie, I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie, cut ties with the fake, now it's Gucci, word of my nigga from the 021, you count 6 shots and I count 2 guns, some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun, yeah, you can come over here, swear it's like no career, swear you got no idea, soon you have no career, take a good look in the mirror, they need to know that I'm here, don't you act like it ain't clear, yeah, push start, ayy, ball so hard, ayy, raise the bar, ayy, turn into a star, ayy, play my part, yeah, I aim too far,
you put me in the perfect light for, that's when you can see all my flaws, and I could tell you don't mind that, oh no, you said come a little closer, come here and I can show you, so I came a little closer, you said I
Hello, everybody. As we are reading up, I thought I'd just introduce us a bit. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to the first night of Inexorable Gaming's Respect of the Aegis. So, I am Pickle. Yes, my name is actually longer, but I will not burn your ears with my full name tonight. I am joined by Skystorm, who is not going to speak. I think he's scared of you guys. Show your support for him in the channel. He will be doing our, what shall we call it? He'll be doing our camera work, observer. I think you call him the observer. He'll be doing our observer work. And I'm also joined by Toothy. He will join me on the casting, guys. Luckily for you guys, because if you ask me anything that is happening in here, I will not know what's going on.
Hello, Pickle. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you, Mr. Toothy?
Yeah, it's great to be back. It's great. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be one exciting event, and we are going to have so much fun with the Respect of the Aegis. Are you excited?
I am. I'm sorry, I'm just speaking to the players quickly. Speak to the people, Toothy. Keep them busy.
Alright, guys. So, for those of you who do not know, the Respect of the Aegis is a little mini in-house tournament for Inexorable Gaming and friends. It has been brought again back from last year, where we had such a great run with it and it was so much fun doing it. We had a lot of teams entering last year and we saw a lot of skill come out of it. And this year, hopefully, we do get to see a lot of skill again. I'm really looking forward to see all these guys playing. And within the first match, I want to give you guys a little bit of a hint. We do get to see the guys from Reborn. That'll be the old legends in there. Guys like Maverick, Baraki. We've got Squarebox, Lock-On, and FTP in there. And then they will be facing off against the guys from Stutterstep. That is Shadow Tricks, Baba Yaga, Pycon Damage, Fling Flang, and Levi. And these guys are going to be playing against Inex Reborn. And yes, a very big shout out there to Skystorm, who is doing the observer work for us. It's not an easy job. I've tried it many a time and failed, so thank you very much for that, my friend. We really do appreciate your input on this as well.
Indeed, if I don't have it wrong, Enix Reborn won last year. They started off as our underdogs, the random team, and now they're here back this year to defend their title. And I think it's really a fun thing to see, and I'm super excited to be a part of this.
Yeah. No, they started off last year as the underdogs. They lost the first match, and then from there on, they just came through and pummeled everyone with really great teamwork and team play that we saw from them. It was really good seeing them play and playing against them as well. And this year, I look forward to seeing how the roster changes that they have had and everything else coming into it will change up the scene for Inexorable Reborn.
I apologize, stream, and I will now ask this on stream because I am a Dota streaming noob. Toothy?
Yes.
The game must be set to be watchable while there are spectators in the lobby. So
yes, you cannot change that in any case because this is not a tournament lobby where you can adjust it. So while we have it like this, it has to be watchable. And even if you, the only time that you can set a lobby not to be watchable is when there is no one else, when it's just the two teams. If you have casters or anyone available, the lobby will be visible and you cannot set that off.
that is fine. So where do I enable that? Oh,
It will be automatically enabled.
no. This is what the lobby is telling me when I say start lobby game. Cannot start
okay. Just check
lobby
your
game.
settings and then where it says spectators, just say yes. I see the rest, everything all is there. It's fine.
It doesn't give me the option of spectators.
That is interesting.
Oh, no. That's just because I am blind as a bat, people. My apologies.
No,
there we
cannot
go.
be. I've never seen you wear glasses, so I doubt the fact that you're blind as a bat.
The coin toss has started. I know you guys can't see this. I'll show you guys as soon as we start. Let me show you guys. I'm sure you want to see. Let me show you guys. There we go. You guys should be able to see it in a couple of seconds. Let's see. Hello, Etienne Mankies, Jack Tono, Opz, Cornay now. Opsy, how does Dota work? I do not know. Hopefully Toothy will teach me tonight.
Alright, so the idea of Dota, which is the original defense of the ancients, is basically two teams facing off each other on a 5-on-5 matchup. Normally, the norm is to have 2 players within the top lane, 2 players in the mid lane, and 2 players. No, sorry, 1 player mid lane and 1 on, or 2 on the bottom lane. So, you have your respective mid player, your carry player, your core support, your rotational support with normally a good support or a scaling hero, and then you have your position 3 core offlane player. And that is all just depending on the draft that you have, that you will select out which heroes goes where, who plays what heroes, and then the main objective is to beat the other team either intermission of calling good game or to destroy their ancient, which will be in the middle of their town. And that is the main idea of Dota. This is all very strategic play and using different strategies to determine who is going to be on top of what and where.
And we have entered the picking phase. I see the screen is kind of funny, so I'm fixing that while Toothy's chatting to you.
Yes. So, what will happen now is we're going to have the ban and the pick phases coming out. As you guys will shortly see, that we'll start off with a bunch of red lines and then white lines. And the red lines are known as the bans, the whites are the picks. And it runs depending on which team won the coin toss and decided they wanted the first pick or the second pick, or whether they wanted the Radiant or the Dire. So in this case, we had Stutter Step with the first ban, and then they decided to ban Mirana. The second ban that went out was for an Invoker born, obviously banned out there by Inexorable Reborn. And so it will continue now. We see that there's a Sand King and a Axe also that have been banned out. So, respective of that, what will happen is each side gets 3 bans, and then the picks will start. So the team that has the first ban will also have the first pick, but it means that they do not get the last pick. The team that has the last pick is the team that starts to pick second. And we see a Earthshaker being picked up here for Stud Step. I wonder if we're going to see one of the good old trusted strats coming out. Something like a Morphling Earthshaker. That would be quite interesting to see. Are you faring okay there at least, Pickle?
Yes. Okay, apologies for the moving screen, guys. I think I've sorted it out now, so we are good to go. We've got, let me see who the players are quickly. Stutter Step or Inex Main. We'll have Shadow Tricks, Baba Yaga, Psycho Damage, Fling Flang. I like that name, Fling Flang. Believe me, I'll be saying that a lot tonight. As well as Levi. I believe you said the Reborn's names earlier. We saw the first picks there. Ogre Magi. Oh, I love this man.
I'm a fan sometimes, but it really depends on the strat in which you're playing him and how viable he's going to be. So we will have to see how Reborn decides to use this. I haven't taken a big look into Reborn's recent lineup of players who plays in what position. So my old knowledge would say that the Ogre might be viable there for Maverick, but it will shortly be brought out to us, as one of my big favorites does get picked up there, the Pudge.
Oh, I like his cleaver. It looks quite different. Yes, this is the kind of things I will be talking about, guys.
Alright, so if you're gonna be we're talking about that, the nice cleaver that we see there at this moment does look a bit like a shovel, then I will run the play-by-play calls for us.
That's why we've got a Dota player here, and not just me.
No, definitely.
My Dota knowledge is limited to the 2 or 3 years I can play that I've learned over my 500 hours, and believe me, I don't know nothing. Shadow Shaman is quite interesting. I love his ulti because you
Mass
can
Serpent
use it.
Ward.
Yes, you can use it for pushing towers, trapping players.
It's not really that common that you want to use it to trap players unless it's really necessary, if it's a very big pick off when you're behind a bit, but otherwise it's the main focus is for pushing mainly, taking down towers, destroying Rexes, that type of thing. Very strong ability, and obviously with the upgrade of the Aghanim Scepter, the multi-shot on the Serpent Wards do bring out a bit of extra damage.
Absolutely. And the one thing I have to say about Pudge is just he's such a sneaky. I cannot use that word. I believe I cannot use that word. But he's so sneaky. You just have to keep your eyes on him the whole time. Because the moment you take your eyes off him, he comes out of a bush somewhere and just hooks you, and you are screwed.
So this is why you ban him all the time.
This is why I ban him all the time, Mr. Toothy.
Yes, well, the idea behind Pudge is to cause disruption. That is the main idea behind Pudge. That's why you don't normally pick him up as a core these days, and you also don't really pick him up as a position 5. As you can see, the Crystal Maiden hasn't picked up there for position 5 play. So the Pudge is there to cause disruption, especially when a team focuses around sticking together. When the combos are good together, if you take one out, the combos are not always that good, and that is the main idea of the Pudge. And from what you can see on the other side, the Shadow Shaman with the Magnus, which is also quite a dirty bit of damage that does come through. So just making sure that one of those two are not able to get their spells off is going to be the main idea here of the Pudge.
I have to say, Crystal Maiden is one of my known heroes. I wouldn't call her a favorite. She's just so squishy. You look at her
Yes.
and she dies. So
She is very soft.
I believe your blink there, and that is quite an expensive item for POS 5 to have, is also very crucial, or at least an invis item to just hide her a little bit, make her a little bit more slippery, because she is super squishy. What are your
Not
thoughts?
necessarily. It does sometimes help when you want to play the upfront Crystal Maiden, yes. But most of the time, especially with the Crystal Maiden on position 5, you do want to use her regarding the tree lines, you know, hide in the tree line, just pop out half a bit, get that sneaky damage in, and retreat back into the tree line where you cannot be seen or targeted.
So what you're trying to tell me now is my first 200 hours that I spent in Dota was basically spent on Crystal Maiden, and I've been doing it wrong.
No. You've been trying a route, but there's more than one possible route. It's like trying, let's say, we're going down to Cape Town now. There's more than one route to take. One is just quicker than the other. And at the end of the day, when it comes to someone who's learning the term, try each strat until you find what you're comfortable with. Especially for your playstyle. If you are not an upfront player when it comes to being a support, then do not play the upfront style. It will not work for you.
We've
But
seen.
obviously,
Mm?
no, continue.
Oh, we've seen Morphling and Jug come in now. Morphling is. He's
It's a
such
very
a
good pickup.
slippery player. I mean, if you play that Morph good, I mean, that guy can be. I don't know how they do it. Maybe you can explain to me in the stream. From going to almost no HP, he presses 2 buttons, and he's full HP, and the man gets away.
Yes, so the idea with Morphling is, he is an elemental, so Morphling has the ability to morph agility and strength. So when in need, he can morph his agility towards strength, gain HP out of that, become more tanky, and it also helps with his stun. It increases the duration. When he wants a lot of damage, more attack speed, he changes his morph from strength to agility, gains more agility, but obviously you have to take into consideration how much HP are you leaving yourself with, and how long are you gonna try and fight this out, because you have to be very careful. But one thing that I do want to mention is the fact that we do see the Morphling Earthshaker pick up, and one of the big favorites these days is using the Morphling with an Agnum Scepter. Now, the Morphling with the Agnum Scepter, once he becomes level 20, just helps that bit of creating a morph of Earthshaker. So he becomes Earthshaker, and then he has the abilities of Earthshaker. So that's a double stun from their side. More damage for him, and all that comes through.
Always choose the right proof.
I mean, I think we all know Jug's ulti. That's always fun, jumping around and people. He gets
Yes, the Omni
inside the
Slash
skin.
is fun.
And
He's
then
got the nice blade.
we also see a Kunkka and a Queen of Pain. That Kunkka's, I don't know what you call it. Let me make noises,
He's a
because that
pirate.
seemed to be a good thing in the previous Dota games I've casted. That and he just damages everything around.
Yes,
it.
that would be the Tidebringer Splash that he has, which is ability of his as well. That increases the damage and it splashes out in an area behind him, or behind his attack. So it just deals mass amounts of damage and helps with the push when it comes to pushing.
And then Queen of Pain. What?
Yeah, she's a succubus, as it's been confirmed. So the main idea behind Queen of Pain is to cause damage, especially in the early game. She's got the ability to deal out a lot of trickling damage. She does the DOT of her poison dagger, and then she has the Scream of Pain and also the big sonic wave that does come in.
Okay, there we have it, guys. And the game starts off.
Yes, we are definitely into this, and we will be seeing what Skystorm is seeing.
This is where you prove yourself. Well, not me. Already made up my mind, and it isn't good.
So, taking a quick look at what we do see around here as well,
You're a trusty mate.
that the guys who are on the Radiant, which will be Inexorable Reborn, Raki there on the Magnus, Squarebuck on Juggernaut, Maverick on the Shadow Shaman, Lock-on the Ega Magi, and FTP on the Queen of Pain. And on the side of Stutterstep, we have Shadow Tricks on the Kunk, Baby Yaga on the Earthshaker, Psycho Damage on the Morphling, Fling Flang on the Crystal Maiden, and Levi on the Budge. No super buys that we do see come out here, so
Sure beats the courier race.
just the average startup with a bit of a ping here and there flying out in the jungle, as we are still 19 seconds from getting underway here.
We see the guys sickling each other a bit, but I mean,
Yeah,
they
it's just a show
definitely
of
want
dominance.
that ruin. They want to assert dominant. Oh wow. Let's
Yes,
stay away
asserting the
from that
dominance
word.
does help. Oh, a good skewer there by Paraki, making sure that they do get the bounty ruin on their side. Levi is dropping very, very low there,
You're a trusty mate.
but that 300 HP will be enough to survive. He has, however, opted for the 3 mangoes, some tangos, and a stout shield. It's going to be interesting to see whether you have our Jaeger there on the supporting role, or whether he's going to be a core position 3. No real big damage popping out just yet,
Let's
but
see.
everyone making sure that they are getting their last hits in the nice here. Early in the game, Shadow Tricks doing some damage to FTP, but the damage is being returned there with a Shadow Strike from the Queen of Pain.
I mean, things are starting off slowly, as Dota does.
Oh no, it's just the beginning, trying to get control over that lane. As you can see in the middle lane there, that Shadow Trix has got that 5 last hits and 1 deny over FTP with a 4 last hits and 0 denies as of yet. So they're still getting there. No, they're not trying to force it out just yet and try and pick up kills. No, it's only a minute and 36 seconds into the game.
Can't see the scoreboard. Okay, let me fix that for you guys.
If you press. No. Okay. While you are taking a look at that, let's see, FTP is catching up and actually surpassing there the Shadow Tricks in the mid lane. Trying to get those last hits through.
I don't know why, but everything is just like, doesn't matter which screen select. I just can't get this to fit my screen perfectly, guys. Okay, so I apologize for the black bars on the side. Hopefully one day when I'm a big girl, I will have one of these fancy new screens. But for now, it's just a fancy new PC.
It's fancy new PC, but we'll see if we can sort that out pretty soon for you. It's interesting to see, although the net worth is currently running a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit in favor there of Shadow Strike, they're not running away with anything just yet. It's nice to see that on the drafting side, the favor to win was really close, barely in the favor of NX Reborn, so it's not a big difference just yet. Oh, a very, very sneaky deny there by FTP, right in front of Shadow Trick, making him work very hard for those last hits. But at the moment, it's just Psycho Damage also trying to catch up and getting some form. Seems like he's working towards that triple Wraith Band, which will be helping him quite a bit. So as soon as he gets that up, he's going to have quite a bit of stability coming through. As Maverick here goes and puts the sheep right down on to Baba Yaga, and now the spin from the Juggernaut is on to Baba Yaga. He might fall to this if that last hit can come through from Square Block. Oh, Maverick actually gets the first blood last hit there right onto Baba Yaga, and now yet another Hex by Maverick coming through onto Levi, and Square Block will be chasing through onto the Pudge for a bit of damage as Fling Flang takes down Lock-on in the top lane at the same time. Psycho Damage also has dropped down very, very low there, but he is managing to survive, and Kunkka also very low there in the middle lane at the same time, running around with a bare 50 HP. So these guys are really starting to put the fight on. Just a minute before the bounty runes will spawn for the first time, and now Lock-on takes down Fling Flang again. Psycho Damage very low there. As Square Block here in the bottom lane has to use that spin again to try and get away there from Baba Yaga. And Levi, oh, Levi just barely surviving. Baba Yaga might pay for this with his life, as the last hit will come through there for Maverick.
Does. Well played, Maverick. Levi is scraping by, barely. Shadow Tricks gets taken down by FTP.
Yes, just there at the end.
I was just talking about how slow this game gets.
Yeah, it can. Oh, Paraki also not surviving the tower damage there, and Psycho Damage obviously also putting through damage. And Maverick again onto Levi, he will get the last hit, and that's a killing spree right in his favor.
That was very well played by him there. I mean, he just took advantage and it worked out for him.
Yeah, that's a good 182 experience in favor. But actually, for Shadow Strike, and they get more gold out of it as well. So interesting to see that. And then once again, oh, with Levi just missing the hook there onto Square. And now Maverick is in deep trouble. He will most probably not get out of this. And he will fall. And now Squareblock, they're also in trouble with Levi chasing closely behind. He does not yet have boots up, but he does have the double bracer there, which is helping him quite a bit in surviving the magic damage that comes out there from the Juggernaut spin.
Yes. All
So
those
is this proving to
things.
be a good game for you, Pickle? Just yet?
Yes. It's starting to get action very early.
Oh, as we do see that Levi has picked off Maverick again there in the bottom lane. Somehow he's making those hooks go through and land right onto Maverick, and that Shadow Shaman just not being able to survive. He's also a bit slow. He does have the Arcane boots up, but 330 movement speed is too slow. Now Squareblock there having to use the spin just to try and survive. But Blade Fury does not really help you that much when you're trying to survive. Oh, and the healing salve being cancelled once again there by Baba Yaga. But the pickoff will come in onto Shadow Tricks with FTP there close behind, and obviously the Ogre was involved a little bit. They're just scaring him a bit. Spark is falling dangerously low. There's a freeze by freaking flying on him. Psycho damage not getting the kill. Oh, Baraki.
Baraki, are you going to survive this?
He
Oh
might
my
just
word, are
barely.
they gonna let him get away with this? I cannot
He's-
believe this.
The teleport is
How?
coming through and he might get away.
How?
Yes, he does.
No! Yes, Baraki, but no!
Lycan once again there with a good stun coming onto Baba Yaga, and Squareblock just able to negate the stun there with the Blade Fury, and now Levi will save him with a quick hook there.
I mean, that's the way that the hook really helps out a teammates. If you can hook a teammate out of trouble like that.
Oh,
That
it does.
works.
Ooh, and now,
Ooh.
fortunately, FTP there in the middle, getting Torrent and X'd. But the Shadow Strike is out, and so is the Scream of Pain. But not enough to kill our Mr. Shadow Tricks there in mid. Psycho damage is also chasing onto Para right underneath his tower, doing as much damage as he can. That tickle damage, oh, Baba Yaga once again there onto Squareblock. Psycho damage also falling low there to the tower. And now Squareblock has been hooked, and he will die, as Baba Yaga does use the enchant totem there, getting it through, but he now has level 6, and now the Echo Slam will come into play as well. So the last hits and knives are out there, with Psycho damage and Shadow Tricks fighting for the top of the log there.
Yeah, but I see... Sorry, Inex's main team is... Well, they're gaining that lead. They started on a 1k lead a couple of minutes ago, and it's just been increasing.
Yes, the lead is really increasing depending on how well it's going. Oh, and Baba Yaga pulling off the Omni Slash from Levi, allowing Squareblock not to get the last bit of damage through onto him. And he will survive that. Very well played, as Psycho damage does take down Parky. He did use his ultimate earlier as well to morph into the Magnus, giving himself empower for more bonus damage. And now, oh, Baba Yaga very low, but Fudge there with a dismember right onto Squareblock. Lock-on will get the last hit there onto Baba Yaga, but now Squareblock obviously also going down. It's just Lock-on and Maverick there in the bottom lane, having to try and survive the lane. So we hit the 10-minute mark and the bounty runes have spawned. And it's just currently it's just a 4k lead that we do see, but the experience graph as well has gone a fair 3000 experience in the favor there of Shadow Strike. Or sorry, not Shadow Strike, Stutter Step. My apologies.
I just see this net worth increasing. Things seem to be starting to slow down a bit again. I feel that's how Dota goes. Oh, that was a beautiful play by the CM.
He is going there onto
Getting
Paraki,
that-
and he is going to
Oh.
fall right underneath his Untower as the skewer comes through, but too late. And now Shadowtrick's also going onto FTP, getting that last hit, and now Levi also at the same time taking down
See,
Scribblock
these
there on the bottom,
serpent
and now
wards.
Maverick there with a massive ward takes down the Earthshaker, and now Levi's trying to get the last hits there onto the massive ward because it is a lot of gold. 32 gold there in favor for every last hit that he is getting. And the mid tower very nearly falls here in mid, but the top tier one has fallen in the favor there of Stutter Step. And there we see the X marks the spot with the torrent coming through onto Paraki. Oh, there is the reverse polarity by Paraki, skewering Shadowtrix right underneath the tower. And oh, he almost got away with a teleport there, but the Scream of Pain and the Sonic Wave from FTP is there. Fling Flang trying to get out the ultimate as well, but now in grave danger as the Shadow Strike is onto him, and Baba Yaga will be able to get away from this. He might just barely survive, but FTP does come in for the
Oh.
last hit.
Well
Getting a
played.
double kill, and now FTP is going up onto Psycho Damage here. Psycho Damage will waveform right after him. He does have the stun available there from Psycho Damage. Now FTP is in grave danger as Psycho Damage does come through with that last hit.
See, it's that morphling. It's that flippin' morphling.
And now Maverick trying to put some control onto Psycho Damage, but not getting it just yet. Another Crystal Guardian's back in mid as well.
I mean, I have to say, Inex main team is currently, their aggression levels and the way that they surround a player at the moment, their coordination is pulled off very well.
Now the communication is definitely well between the teammates there, as we do see that Scribblock has gone down, the Juggernaut has fallen to the Pudge. Unfortunately not surviving. Oh, and there is a Torrent coming through as well to help with the last hit. Shadowtrix using the boat there to take down Matt. But now Lock-on is there trying to cause a lot of damage to Fling Flang. Oh, and there we see that they are now fully working on to Fling Flang. Fling Flang trying to get out, not going to get it. Lock-on is very dangerously low. And this member is there to take him down. Now Squareblock is once again in the midst of it between Baba Yaga and Levi, as FTP is also there, but he's not going to be able to survive. The splash from the Funka is there, and the Omni Slash will be used by Squareblock, but Levi being there and making good work with that just to ensure that Juggernaut is not going to be able to get away.
Inex main team definitely has the net worth lead at the moment, the XP lead, the hero level. They've just got the lead. Okay, let's just make it easy. They've definitely got the lead at the moment. They've got the upper hand and they are using it. It's time to Reborn to try and somehow save this mid tower. Try and get Inex main team to back off a bit. I mean, they're just being so aggressive at the moment.
Yeah, oh, and Shadowtrix might just barely survive, and Rum is there to help him, but on this quest. But the damage will come through, and Lock-on does get 380 gold there for the death of Shadowtrix.
Did Radiant's bottom tower just fall? Don't answer that.
But the net worth there for the Morphling already sitting on 7,500 gold, and the Pudge on 6,600. Now that is quite a bit, so clearly the Pudge has been taking priority of the farm over the Earthshaker, which is not a bad idea. And then we can see that the Earthshaker is already on 3,900. Very close to hitting that 4,000 gold mark on the net worth graph. But that's the position for Earthshaker that's dominating on top of the rest of Reborn. As Baba Yaga picks up the boundary win, and then Levi takes down Maverick. Maverick does get the last hit there onto Fling Flang with the Mass Serpent Ward, but now Levi is casually farming up that Mass Serpent Ward. It seems like Stutter Step is trying to bring out the damage here and take control over the fighters. Levi has recently upgraded into a Spirit Vessel there, and now FTP also in grave danger. Oh, there's a splash, and he is not going to be able to get away.
Feels like Reborn is just not able to counter Inex main's aggression at the moment. They get a slight upper hand on the situation, and then the main team is just their coordination is so good at the moment. They're taking down
Yes,
player after player.
yes, and Baba Yaga obviously picking up that blink dagger earlier, using that in conjunction with the Echo Slam, doing a lot of damage. As I do get to pick off the Juggernaut once again. And now it's just a very calm starter step that we see, putting out their wards, getting the vision up and ready, and making the plays so they can either take down Roshan or take down the tier 2s and push for the high ground. So we see Reborn not really contesting this tier 2 here in the bottom lane, perhaps thinking they should hang back a bit and just try and use the higher ground where there's not a lot of vision for the enemy. Oh, Maverick nearly getting hooked there as there is a ward scouting out. Very smart play that we see there by start to step. Edge of the smoke will probably get scouted out there. As Loco now tries to get into a closer area, but Baba Yaga must have spotted him and they know they are chasing him. There's the blink, the stun. The Juggernaut is there with the Omni Slash. But Yaga in grave danger. There's the Blade Fury spin with the boat coming in. And that will be the fall of Lock-On as the Crystal Maiden ulti comes out as well. Maverick now in grave danger. There you see he does disable it. But Juggernaut is going to go down there to Shadow Tricks. And now it is a 4-man down for Reborn. As Step is going to try and take this first tier 3 in the bottom lane. That was a phenomenal play that we saw just there. Very well played by the guys of Step, trying to ensure that we do not have Reborn pushing out and taking control over the fight, as the net worth now dropping 17,000 gold in favor of Step, and the experience graph also very close. Oh, and there's yet another hook by the Pudge, and now like he's going to skewer Levi back right underneath the tower, but he's going to try and teleport out. Maverick comes in with a Hicks, and there we see that the hold is right onto him, and he is not going to get away easily. And Levi's monster kill is out of it, unfortunately. That is 724 gold in the favor there of Lock-On. But the X marks the spot with the boat coming in. Baraki very smart there with the blink, getting out just in time before it lands, and that is 4-man stun there for Baba Yaga. Hit on the mark there with a fissure. But there's the Echo Slam, and Shadow Tricks, with them all being low, gets the splash off onto the creep and gets a triple kill. And now it's just the Juggernaut alive, trying to stay awake. But we do see that a well played has been called. No GG just yet. And perhaps a little bit of a friendly bait to see if the guys from Step will type the GG or not. But now it's Psycho Damage and his squad taking down that mid tier 3 tower. And they're going to make very quick work of the barracks as well, just before the Magnus, the Shadow Shaman and the Ogre respawns.
I mean, they made good work of that tier 3 Rex there.
Yeah, very, very quick as well. They got in, took what they wanted, and they got out. And they just might, with this 20,000 gold net worth lead, either decide to push top or go into the Roshan pits. We see that there is a few guys running around there fairly close by, but they're not going in just yet.
They've definitely got map control at the moment. I mean, look at their wards. There's 3 wards for Inexorable at the moment, and it's just invis wards. They've got virtually no vision on the rest of the map. They are only now busy trying to deward all the spots in their own jungle, and yeah, I don't know. Inex main definitely has the upper hand on information
They are
regarding
playing
the
it
map.
very, very nicely. We see as well there that Shadow Tricks has decided to go for the drums with the Sanjin Yasha build. Just helping with that little bit of status resistance that he gets as well. So the abilities do not last as long on him as they normally would. It's not a big difference, but 16% does still help. It can save your life. And Juggernaut already trying to get up into that farm. He's trying to farm up that Maelstrom. Oh, just avoiding that hook. Sort of like Step is leaving a bit of a farm gap here for Reborn, or they might just be baiting them into see what they can get up to.
Dylan Clausen in the chat there with never had a chance. Who never had a chance with what, my dear sir? Don't be a
I believe
negative
that would be the
Nelly.
one and only Alucard who's saying no one had to try and call out anything onto it. But we do see that Shatrix is scouting out the Roshan there, and we might just very short to see that come through.
This is the part of the game that I hate. Everyone's just chilling. I feel like this is like a, I don't know, just hang back, wait for something else to happen. The one team's waiting for the other team to overextend and do something.
And that is the main idea. Remember, this is all mental warfare that we are seeing. So it's all about how you can manipulate the enemy as psycho damage using the strat, as I called it out. Oh, and there we see the Omni Slash coming in there from the Juggernaut, and he does get to take down psycho damage, and that is a lot of damage and a lot of gold in his favor.
I mean, that was a 6 kill streak by the Morphling. I mean, wow. Alu's saying
Yeah, it's
it's
quite
a
a bit.
Willow reference. Never had a chance. That voice irritates me.
Which voice is it that's irritating you? The Pudge?
Willow.
Oh, yes, she does have a bit of irritating voice there, as Fling Fang does pop out the ultimate there.
That was a beautiful ultimate. I mean, she took down 2 players. She got the
Yes,
Shadow
and they-
Shaman to back off.
Which is very good, and we see that they are taking that mid racks and finishing it up. So now it is all open for them to do whatever they like. They can take down the shrines very quickly, and then decide what they want to do, how they want to bait out the team into forcing the submission or taking the win.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the everything advantage at the moment. They've got the player advantage, knowing that there won't really be any players lurking around anyway to take any one of them down.
They're also using the vision advantage that they have very, very well, knowing where the enemy is and where they might be.
I mean, they've been dewarded a fair bit by now, but I don't know. I still feel like they do have the ward advantage. They've got definitely got a vision advantage.
Well, any vision is better than no vision, if we can put it out like that. Well, Levi there picking out a ward. I'm trying to let Fing Fang know what he might be seeing. Psycho damage using that Aghanim Scepter very well. And we have to remember, every time he does do that, he does get the chance to use Enchant Totem as well, which gives him a lot of extra damage. That's 1% extra damage on the hit. But he's going to try and run away. Oh, and he gets away very, very quickly there.
See, and immediately he has full HP. This is why this man drives me crazy. The Morphling, I don't know. I just one of the areas I do not like playing against.
Yeah, but there we see him once again coming in and using the Fissure that he has, doing a lot of damage as Shadowtrix does pick up the godlike speed. They're taking down Maverick as well, and then Psycho damage takes down Lock-On and the Juggernaut. And Psycho damage will take down Pyke as well, and now it is gonna be unfortunately FTP that falls. And this, as they're saying, just might be GG, as we do see the guys from Stutter Step trying to finish up what is left.
I mean, they had a full team wipe now. They can just have fun, like they are jumping around.
Yeah, they are definitely having fun jumping around. A boat being used by Shadowtrix onto a single creep. Put like a taunt flying out there.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Well, at the end of the day, like we did say in the start, this is about having fun and just coming together and having fun together. Although it is a competition, it's more about just... Usually Shadowtrix has X marked the spot by Jaeger there, but he does use the jump to get himself back in there. And the Omni Slash from the Juggernaut will come out, but there's Fling Fang with the ultimate flying out. And that is a lot of damage as it will not get stopped, and that freezing field helps to take down yet another 4-man, and that is the GG call coming out there from Maverick, as they call GG.
Ah, there we go. GG, well played, everybody. I want to show Metanoia's Management Flames. Okay, Dylan Clausen, yes, that will be the next game. For now, though, I am going to be pulling in a couple of players from the two teams that just played. Let me just find out who will be joining us. I'll be
Alright.
with you guys in 2 seconds. Okay, there we go, guys. We've got Shadow Tricks from Inex main team, or Starter Step as we saw them in game, as well as Baraki from Inex Reborn joining us for the after game chat. Hello, everybody. How are you? How was the game?
Pretty Gucci. How you doing, fam? It was a fun game, guys. Come on. It was.
It did look like a fun game, yes, definitely.
What was the casting for you guys? I'm curious. Did you guys
Oh, it
like
was
what you
good.
saw?
Yes, from a caster's point of view, it was always fun to cast a
Awesome,
game like
we-
this. Really well played and really well set up. You guys really did
Thank you.
show the core of your strat there at the end with the morphling coming through.
End of the strat. We tried to meme as much as we possibly could.
You naughty boys.
Thank you. Welcome to Dota, my friends. For those who are looking forward to the upcoming matches, I'm quite keen. I want to meet everyone in Inex, and the Inex is so fun so far, and I really enjoyed last game. It was really nice.
This is the first game, mate.
Oh yeah, this
Looking
is,
forward to the rest.
just remember this is a strat for Reborn where they only drop the first one and they take the rest. We saw that last year and they're gonna push on with it. So I hope you guys are ready on the side of Starter Step for this.
Very keen, very keen.
Last year we only lost one. That was finals.
Oh,
Next one, But yeah, we don't know. Yeah, it was just not so great.
Well, it was very
okay,
fun
it was fun.
casting your games,
It was
guys.
fun.
we try and deliver our best to give the best entertainment, gents, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to the rest of the games. I am myself.
Oh,
My
definitely.
team thoroughly enjoyed it. We were waiting for you guys to throw some memes in the chat, throw some chat lines, because we got permission from the owner. Anybody willing to throw chat lines, we are willing to reimburse you guys with exact entertainment. Like, you can throw all you want. We're here for you guys. We want to meme just as much as you guys want to. Yes.
Okay, well, guys, thank you for joining for the stream. I'm gonna play you guys some music in the meantime. I'm gonna also thank Toothy for joining me for this game. You will be seeing him in game for the next game. But
Yes.
thank you for playing the previous game. You will be seeing him next to me casting. And we're not physically seeing him anyway. He'll be
my God.
casting the next game with me. Yes, we discussed this. And then
Well, you've just been chosen. I'm gonna say you guys, but I will bid you farewell for the night until a
Most
bit later.
appreciated. Thank you for everything, guys.
thank
Appreciate
you, Shadow Tricks, for joining us.
it. Awesome. Guys, thank you for having me, guys. Cheers.
Letting the vine player.
Hey, jij is nog op stream.
Sorry.
Keep it friendly. Okay, guys, I'm gonna throw you over to a different screen. I'm gonna mute you guys also for a second, just to have some logistical chat in the background. Then I'll be playing some music for you guys again, as well as having a chat with you guys about the next game. See you guys in a second.
Ja, ga het afzetten. We gaan zo beginnen. Wij gaan zo beginnen.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another game. Okay, so we have again myself, Pickle, and that is the only part of my name that you guys will hear tonight. I am joined now by Baraki, the captain of Inexorable, who is going to co-cast with me tonight. So please give him some hype in the chat, show him some support, and hopefully he'll talk a bit more than he is planning to. Once again, I want to say thank you for Skystorm for being the observer. I'm getting the word right now. The observer in the previous game, and he will be doing that for this game as well. It makes it easier on us casters to focus more on what we're seeing and not completely on what is going on where, so that takes a lot of strain off us. So thank you, Skystorm. Baraki, how are you doing tonight? Bara's not wanting to speak to me at the moment. The love I'm feeling right now is just killing me. I mean, why would you do this to me, Baraki?
Stage fright.
Stage fright.
Hello.
Okay. It's not that bad. We've only got, let's call it 5 viewers at the moment. Jackie Fence in the chat there. Hello Jackie. Nancy and all the mense wat hier is. Hello, hello. We are glad to have you in the chat with us. Please keep the chat alive. Only good things, please. Let's see, what are we seeing? Okay, I am about to start this. Let me just show you guys the right screen before you kill me. Oh, you are seeing the right screen. You were just on a delay. A very long delay, it seems.
What's your opinion about? Okay, so you are basically. Are you the owner of Metanoia?
I am indeed, sir.
So, what's your opinion on your team and actually the Enix? What's it, Smurfs?
Well, I do know the Inex Smurfs. I know Alucard, Gladiator, Pew Pew, Inex Kinghorn, and Fracture. Some old friends there, some old faces. Good to see. I've seen them play before. These guys actually play Dota, so that's always a good thing. But then again, our team was hit by, I don't know, SA first world problems. If you can use those two words in the same sentence. But we've mostly actually got one management person, one CS person, and 3 trials playing for us tonight. So that should be interesting to see.
So, Harley, I presume it's your CS player?
Yes, indeed.
Tooth is one of the management,
He is
and then
indeed.
the other three is the Charlies.
Yes, they are. They are super troopers for helping us out tonight. So, we'll see how they play. I mean, they have to play their hearts out. They're trials. The other two, I can't say much for that. So,
Yeah, well,
what's your
I just
opinion
know-
on the Smurfs?
on the Smurfs. My honest opinion, ban Slark, ban Weaver. No opinion further.
I have to completely agree with you there. Those two in Kinghorn's hands, I mean, yes. So I'd ban those two first. If I,
That's the only two heroes he's played constantly.
yeah, it's just a spam from his side. It's like him playing CS. He always uses the card gun.
Oh well, he never plays CS. But yeah, we're not talking about CS anymore. Platform change.
What is your opinion on the Smurfs, other than ban Slark and Slaughter? No. Yes.
Well, I'm gonna put my money on the Smurfs, to be honest.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, I'm part of the what you call it, the MGO, but still,
You have a bias here.
it's not as if I'm getting money for this, you know.
True. Very true. I see Yaki there saying hi to Mevrou van Wyk, as well as Skystorm. We've got a shout out for you there, so Yaki. Acid. That's his in-game name.
Mevrou van Wyk.
Yes, Mevrou van Wyk being Jackie. She's been very active in the chat there. Although I kind of have the suspicion that Kinghorn's been watching on her account.
Yeah, well, I was watching our side as well, to be honest. But yeah, the delay doesn't help much.
Yeah, the delay's there to protect everyone as much as possible. Jackie saying hello to Yaki there. That's quite interesting. Jackie and Yaki having a chat.
So, we got a Ogre ban, Sandkin, Slark. I told you Slark is coming out.
Yeah, he had to be a ban there. I mean, if anyone knows anything about Kinghorn, it's ban stock.
Oh,
We also see a Goon Cup ban, a Winter Wyvern ban, an Axe ban.
oh, you actually know the hero's name.
I do. I mean, I've got 500 hours in Dota now. I feel proud of my 500 hours. Since the last Aegis, I've been playing Dota, okay? I figured calling an ability Tinker's Gogas, just to pull out a highlight reel there, is not really working. I still call them the Gogas though. That's never gonna stop. But at least now I know some
that's
hero
probably
names.
something you learned on.
We see a Punch pick that I have the sneaky suspicion that is Toothy's pick. He loves playing that
is.
hero. We also see a Mirana and a Drow. I feel Mirana's ability for the invis definitely gives the Smurfs an advantage at night. It's
Yeah, that's just going to make the support's life very difficult.
absolutely dust,
Fine,
dust,
sentry
dust.
wards. No, not dust. Oh yeah, dust as well. Sorry.
With the wards, it's not a recent update really, but it really screwed with my brain. The update of the invis wards being limited. Apparently it was like that before as well, but I prefer them to be unlimited. I mean, you could just spam invis wards anyway. But now
Well,
it's
then you
been...
reach support. To be honest.
I play
Or you
turbos,
just
but
agree to support.
I play turbos, okay?
Ah,
So
too much turbo.
but the limiting of the invis wards definitely make you think more strategically about placing your wards, especially with having a hero like Mirana on your team. Then I'd honestly advise the support to just like dust. Always have dust. Oh, Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor.
I love playing Witch Doctor. That ulti with a scepter, but I know in a full-time game, which getting a scepter and invis, your chances aren't really that high. But
Are you talking about a normal game?
yeah, I'm saying with a normal game, I don't think you'll be able to, I don't know, I don't really play normal games, but I usually play...
Yeah.
Okay. Drow range is
Like with our
Gust.
previous game
Yeah.
as well.
Drow Ranger's Gust with that. It's Drow Ranger, yes. It's Gust, Drow
Yes.
Ranger, Gusts, and then your Silence. Yes. That definitely screws with a person, especially if you're just trying to engage and Drow Gusts you and you are screwed.
Just quick reactions. But I normally go with what you call it. The game changer for me. It's basically the aura she delivers.
Absolutely, especially on ranged heroes. So yeah, I would definitely want to see a lot of ranged heroes for Smurfs.
In my honest opinion, I think they are going aura strat. Something like that. Semi.
They are taking their time on these bans. I can only talk so much about a hero. I know I'm proud of my 500 hours, but I mean, guys, I can only get so much out of the 500 hours.
Hurry.
What are your predictions for this game? Except
Like
for
I
the
told
fact
you.
that you think Smurfs will win. What do you think in line of, I don't know, the scoreboard? How long do you think the game will be? What are your predictions in that sense?
Game 30 minutes.
Well, I hope so. It will make an early night, on schedule night for us.
Yeah, not like the previous cup.
Obviously, I just hope that Metanoia's team wins, but once again, I'm biased in that point.
You are doubting it. That's not nice. A warlock?
I have to say, a warlock with a refresher orb, and if you pick on your talent tree where you get an extra golem spawned,
On death, yes.
oh, I mean, those golems are perfect for pushing. They are so difficult to kill.
But the thing is, as soon as the warlock columns are level 3, so your ultimate level 3, then it's magic immune, if I'm not mistaken, it's level 2 or 3.
Yes.
That's where your trouble comes in.
We also get to see Wind Ranger. I enjoy Wind Ranger. She's so swift and she gets away quite easily. Except if you counter her with the thing
Hey.
that makes you bleed.
Blood
If you
Seekers.
move, yes. Ah, I hate playing against a Bloodseeker as a Wind Ranger. And then
It's not that
Mars.
bad.
I mean, Mars from the front blocks so much damage. They did nerf him a bit from the original hero that he was, but the
Yeah,
damage
he was
block
OP.
is still really good for him. Except if you get to catch him with his hiney facing you.
And also, just to add on, as soon as you just put a massive amount of magical damage onto him, he's not much worth.
Absolutely. Apologies if you hear my CS playing husband in the background.
Yeah, the
And-
one that doesn't want to
Okay, just think about this,
be my
Butter.
Mikey.
When he told me about this, I was like, nah, nah. Can you imagine the owner of Metanoia's husband goes to play for the opposing team?
And
No, no.
I'm his friend, aren't I? Sorry.
Yes, if you are, I don't care. You can be your friend anytime you guys play CS together when you go carry him. But in Dota,
Okay, so on your platform it's better, but on mine it's not.
no.
It's just unfair.
Underlord. I have to say, his ability where, yes, I'm making sounds, okay, but this is why you're here. That choo, 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 he throws on the ground. That stuff
Okay,
screws with you so much.
Something about rain, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look. I'm gonna tell you what's it now. Firestorm.
Oh, Chaos Knight. That thing where he grabs you in, makes 10 million little extras of himself. I mean, that is just... Ooh, that stuff screws with you.
Yeah.
It also slows you, I believe.
No, it doesn't. I don't think he does.
Well, then they
but
just block you,
when
okay?
he has what you call it, um, Echo Saber. As soon as he hits you once, you slowed. So I think that might be what you're coming on to.
Absolutely.
But so far, I don't see them having something to deal with the Chaos Knight. My opinion.
Yeah, except for him having an
It's a
Echo
big error.
Saber, if he has that 10 million copies of him that surrounds you, I mean, they block and surround you so quickly. Oh, an Odie.
Okay, that's good.
Would you say that's a good counter?
Yeah, I would say so. Yes.
Oh, Toothy's playing Witch Doctor.
What?
The upset of the night.
Hello. Okay. Hello, God's playing Dan the OD. Pew Pew on Mars, Fracture on Warlock as expected from my side. Trial Ranger, Kimo, and Gladiator is on Mirana. I'm sorry, but I need to pronounce it correctly.
Yes. So, shall we call it Gladiator or Gladiator?
No, Gladiator.
The creative names you get are just so funny. Oh, Hubley coming in as a Chaos Knight. And
Yeah,
that-
with our player, you actually know what was the name. We actually asked him to just change it to FTP instead of the
Full actual name.
I will PM me the full name, because I need to know, but the stream does
For the
not
cat.
need to know. Oh, that took way too long for me to realize. Okay, and then Underlord will be the Taconator, probably. Yeah. There we go.
How's the temperatures that side of life whereby you guys?
It is so hot, and we recently moved the PCs into the spare bedroom. It's small, with no ventilation. So,
That's bad.
yes.
No aircons.
No aircon. We're not fancy like that, you know.
Not yet.
The summer's actually forcing me to start thinking of getting a CPU cooler for my PC.
Don't you have one?
Closed system water cooling, I think you call it, is the
Oh,
proper name.
okay.
I've got a
So
fan.
water cooling
I've got a
system.
fan on there, but it just doesn't seem enough in this heat.
Yeah. Maybe try and just recently just change your cooling paste as well.
My what?
Cooling paste.
I built this PC a month ago. It's a brand new PC.
Oh, okay. Rich people. I'm sorry.
No. Poor people now after buying a new PC.
Still rich.
Okay, there we go. Did you select your camera? Okay.
Yes, I believe I did. The good luck, have funds are coming in. The people are starting to race towards runes. I'm actually hoping to see some strats coming in for this. I mean, a little heart there coming in from Kinghorn. Yes, Kinghorn. We see the heart. I'm taking that heart for us casters who's sitting here.
Seems like Upland is probably going to contest for that rune.
I see.
But also on the same breath, we what you call it, top lane is also most probably going to contest when they actually see that they are going for it.
I like seeing the people going and trying to get first blood. In the sense, oh, that arrow just missed. In the sense of getting that smoke in, 5 players going somewhere and getting first blood and 2 runes. I love seeing those aggressive strats, but we will not
And
be
I
seeing
think he's
that
the first
tonight.
blood. No.
King on, be first blood. All the times I was first blood, it's just like, kick it, kick that player. I want to be able to say that for King on, and now I will not. Hopefully in the next game that he plays. And now we go to the quiet side.
Yeah, just having a look around.
This is the part
Bit
where I
of
say,
harassment.
what's going on here? Nothing. What's going on there? Absolutely
Nothing.
nothing. Well, we already see a net worth lead starting to come in on the individual players. Leaning towards the Inex Smurfs. Do you think, will you be first blood?
First blood.
First blood! Well played, Pew Pew. That is a good amount of cash to start off the game with. Etienne Mankies, welcome to the chat. Hello, Vampy.
Dark Vampy.
Aye. The Face does his shout out in the way I did not want to say it, but at least I didn't say it, so
What did he say?
absolutely nothing.
You need to come and share that information.
Toe word ons dars.
Drink my own place.
I'm sure Flace will drink one for you, but to make up for the fact that he's not paying for you. Like I would have allowed that. I mean, I would have pulled the whole switch off the internet rather than him playing for you guys.
I would rather prefer you switching off the internet, eh?
Cease! And you asked him to play for you. He says he'll carry you later in CS. We already see some
Yeah,
aggression
great.
coming in. Seems like Tuki's gonna... Oh, is he
Nice.
going to escape? Oh, that low HP always makes me nervous and he just keeps going.
Probably just taking one for the team there.
Yeah, he's definitely saving his support there. Alucard harassing Trolley Snatcher quite well there. I mean, that's a very good ability to spam and just like get into the mind of your enemy. Yeah, let's say enemy.
Nah.
Up top, things are going quite slow. Just playing for the last hits, getting those denies, and don't really see
Well,
much
talking about the
aggression.
last hits and denies,
Yes.
why don't we just have a look at it? Okay, so actually top lane, Underlords on the front side with 13-8. Then it's Chaos Knight at the bottom as well. Okay, there Wind Ranger goes past.
I mean, last hit denies definitely gets you a money advantage, it gets you an XP
Well,
advantage.
are
What
you
is
seeing
glad
what I'm
he
seeing?
ate her? Oh no, this early
They're
in the
setting up.
game,
They're setting up for a gank.
well, I'm hoping these guys are calling missing. I mean, he's sitting there. Good catch, Skysel.
We actually saw him.
Oh yes, it seems like he does. 18 mankies, ja. Hy speel trouw. Kan jy dit glo? They did ban Slock, I think is that hero's
Yeah,
name.
it was Lock.
Yes.
Wasn't Weaver? It was Lucky.
They banned Slock quite early. If you missed it, Etienne.
Well, the safe lane for Smurfs doesn't seem like he's doing so great, to be honest. And if he's not careful on what he's doing now, he's going to get caught out.
Are you talking about the patch?
Yeah, but he's just waiting for a nice setup hook.
It seems like they're suspecting that he is there. I mean, they are staying behind the creeps on that side.
That's
Definitely
just
trying to get
common
the
knowledge,
coverage.
to be honest.
Okay, well, I'll forget that, okay, Para?
Sorry.
The rune should be coming in.
Yeah.
Etienne Mankies, yo, hectic. Fleissies being a thing right now. Fracture taking down Rubicon. Oh, is Pew gonna survive this, do you think? How
Yes,
far
he
is that
is.
Maledict gonna get him?
I believe. Yes, he's
Oh,
surviving.
by the hair on his teeth. He gets to survive that. I think he got that health in just in time. Undercard being quite. Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a nice
that
setup.
was a beautiful timing there.
But it's nice timing on the what you call it, wind run as well, eh?
Absolutely. I mean, it looks like Charlie Snatcher's gonna get out, or at least get the shrine up. And just once again, surviving op genade. Oh,
And that should be a thing.
yeah, they should. That's
Maybe
definitely a
not.
gang call then.
But no,
Oh.
oh, he's dead. Oh!
Okay. Is that gonna. Oh, no.
Ah,
Unfortunately, does not get that. The Maledict coming in there. I mean, a well-timed Maledict is just the cherry on a cake. Lovely holding his own
I
there
think
at bot.
mostly the what you call it. It's not going about the well-timed melody. It's just a follow-up on it.
Absolutely. See? Chew! Chew!
Chew!
Chew! That thing drives me crazy. Oh, they've got a ward there that they are just not picking up on top lane. So Pudge is definitely being seen where he tries to go hide in the trees. Oh,
Dead.
a beautiful takedown there. Charlie Snatcher gets to get the kill on the Mars. That's definitely a player you do not want to get too much money early game.
Nah.
Ja,
That's bunch of
gesiggie.
bullshit. Is he that? Oh no, it doesn't.
Hallo. Vampy. Yes, ek het dit lanklaas gehoor. Ja, gesiggie. Ek hoor amper jou stem hierso. They just not seeing that ward there. I mean, why haven't they been rewarded? That's always the thing I'm asking myself. Oh,
nice
beautiful hook there. He gets rooted. Nope.
He's surviving.
He survives. Ah.
That was a nice catch as well. Just pushing away the punch from him.
I mean, I just feel like they're just tickling each other at the moment. I do not foresee a 20 to 30 minute game at the moment as things are running.
Well, as soon as one team sim goes, it's just going to be over. To be
I
honest.
see a gank going in
Unless
top
the
lane.
other one's going to be caught.
Bot lane getting fairly aggressive. Oh, that is a beautiful shackle coming in. Oh, another kill on Pew Pew. Yes, well played, guys. That was a beautiful shackle. Really good teamwork there by those two players. We get to go to top lane. They're trying to pull off a gank there, it seems, but it's just going so slow. I'm too impatient for this game. At least they get the water there. Maybe the Pudge can get some sneaky going. Levi coming in with a Wadu Hake. This feels like the kind of game where we're going, what's going on over here? Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's go see somewhere else. Wow, absolutely nothing. I go, probably not nothing, it just feels like nothing. It's such a slow-paced game, as you say. Let's take a look at the last sets and denies.
He already has a thing?
Oh,
Oh, he paused it. he doesn't go boots, straight blink.
Yeah, he's just not being able to blink out of sneaky situations. The last hit sends a nice Hubley and Alucard being tied, and then the Takanator and Trolley Snatcher coming in third and fourth. So that's definitely an advantage towards the Metanoia team. And if we look at the net worth, that usually correlates, but the top 3 players there is from Metanoia coming in with a good lead on to...
Yeah, you guys are actually in front with the net worth as well, eh?
Yeah, the only thing I see here is the Metanoia support players are on the bottom again.
Oh, well, that's a support life. It's never going to be at the top.
Yes, but they are at the complete bottom underneath the other team's support players. And then the XP graph showing once again in favor of the Metanoia team. See, they are representing. Okay, I can't say that this early in the game.
Yeah.
Never mind. But it's
Not
looking
yet.
good so far. I just feel like once the Warlock isn't really an early game player for me. He's more of a mid to late
Nah.
game. Whereas
Here comes the
Metanoia
smoke.
has
Let's see what happens from this.
a Witch Doctor who's a really good early game hero.
But they're actually going, what you call it?
Oh, Pew Pew gets his thing. Toothy getting his ulti off in the middle of that. He gets to take down Pew Pew. He gets to take down Gladiator. Is he gonna get out? No, Chess.
Yeah,
Hook him, hook
is
him.
out.
Hook on! No, Rubicon, why aren't you hooking? Oh, no, he's on a cooldown. No, that's so sad. He gets out. Well, that's good for Inex. He gets out. Well played, Gladiator. On the other hand, Metanoia got to take down 2 players, while Inex only took down 1 player, which is in favor of Metanoia. Things are going to slow down, I've got a feeling. This feels like it's going to be like a slow and steady game.
It seems like they're just leaving Kimo to freeform at the stadium, but it's so far just behind with network.
Oh, I believe being a bit too aggressive there. Is he going to be punished for it? It's starting to feel like a Toothy coming in to support him, getting him with the coconuts. 3v2 players. Oh, I don't know.
Ow, hey now.
2v2. They get it down to, oh, Hubley getting that. I just hate that ability. The hook coming in from Rubicon. And that was a good fight for Metanoia. Another good one. It feels like they are pulling off the coordination for winning those smaller fights. I think the time will only tell how the bigger plays are going to pay off. It looks like Metanoia is gonna get the bot first tier tower now. Difference in experience earned and win probability going towards Metanoia. Oh, Kingon gets rooted. Oh, and another stun coming in. Oh, they've got a lot of stuns on this team. Ulti coming in from Witch Doctor takes him down. Fracture being taken down. Top first tier tower also going down in a second. Or 2, or 3. Okay, it's going a bit longer than I expected. But it is looking good for Metanoia at the moment. They've definitely got the money advantage.
First tower or second tower?
That was the first tower.
Nah, second.
Oh, second tower overall, yes. Gladiator is going to get that illusion. There we go. The illusion room.
In trouble.
Oh, they know who the main one is. Oh, Pew Pew getting... He only gets 1 player though. That cast time on that. Oh, no. And that player is being just left there. It's like, dude, you're dying. I'm leaving you. Bye-bye. I think that is what Hubby's thinking was over there. So, chat, what do you think is going to happen? There's a couple of you viewing. Have a chat. You guys can't be this
Metanoia or
quiet.
Enex?
Metanoia and Inex, make some noise. Inex is moving in towards their first tower for this game. Definitely bringing in the aggression. Beautiful stuff. Oh, there comes the golem. That ultimate from Witch Doctor is just the timing and positioning of Toothy was really well placed there. I think that was definitely the calling factor for that fight. What's your thinking?
You guys are doing good, eh? To be honest.
Toothy's going for armor on his tree instead of damage.
On his tree.
Talent tree?
Oh. I thought you said like tree. There's no tree in here.
No. For his talent tree, I usually pick damage though. But I'm a turbo player. What do I know? Oh, he's being fairly aggressive there. Trying to get some wards and getting vision for his team. I think we saw in the previous game much of the deciding factor it is to have vision on the map. It definitely gets you the information advantage of where the other players are going, what they're thinking, what they're doing, what they're planning. I like wards. We definitely see Inex moving towards the bot lane at the moment, being fairly aggressive there. But once again, Metanoia is also quite gathering towards low. Oh, they got some smoke. Oh, they get.
Yeah.
They are just playing so well, I have to say. For people that have never really played with each other. But from what I understand, Inex's guys don't really play with each other either. It's also just a random bunch
it was the same with us.
of fun team.
Reborn is actually not playing constantly Dota anymore.
Alucard is in a tight spot there. I've got a sneaky
he's
suspicion he's gonna die.
He's dead.
There are just so many stuns for Metanoia at the moment. How would you counter it if you were Inex? Well, you are Inex, but...
That's the only thing that I can actually see them going for. It's a BTB. For that.
Metanoia currently pushing the
that's
tier
a nice
2 top
one.
tower. Oh, that is a good... Toothy just getting those death wards in... I don't know what you call Mars' ulti every time, and it just works out for them. Charlie Sanchez being fairly aggressive there towards the Marana. Gets taken down. I mean, that was another good fight in favor of Metanoia. It seems like they definitely are going to take down this tier 2 tower.
Just a quick question. Are you still not seeing the 30-minute game?
Okay, well, at least not in the manner you predicted, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm losing my money. I'm bad at betting.
I usually am too, I have to say. We see, I don't know who that player is, but he's trying to get some vision advantage for Inex, getting some wards up in their jungles. Oh, another fight coming in. I don't know what to call all these abilities. Dust coming in just in time. They've got the inverse going for Inex. Definitely
communication.
That got them out of that fight. Unfortunately, just a second too late.
My purpose fulfilled.
So many pings coming in. Can I draw? No, I can't draw on the map. I wanted to draw you guys a picture. The Inex boys trying to get some farm in their jungles, trying to get the vision advantage.
And you can draw.
I can't.
Not on the minimap.
Oh, I'm drawing hearts for you guys. Yes, that's how creative I am.
But I can't see it.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw.
Just draw a picture for yourself.
I can't. Skystorm is possessing my screen. Anyway, let's focus. Focus, Pickle, focus. Enix.
Warlock only sitting with arcane boots. Only.
Yeah, I think he's spending a lot of money on wards at the moment. You can definitely see that on the map. They are ensuring that they've got vision for their... What is... Okay. They've definitely making sure they've got vision in the jungles. Hubley going fairly aggressive there. He's got the backup from Tankinator. Already getting... Ali, are you going to help? Are you just going to run away? Kinghorn gets taken down. Stuff is happening,
And
guys.
here comes trouble.
Stuff is happening.
Just look at him, just melting.
Yeah, I think that's a very good description. Players are just melting away. So only Hubley and Rubicon surviving that fight, with another player at the bottom there pushing bot lane. Charlie Snatcher. Thank you, Sky.
So they actually just went 3v4, 3v5.
I mean, if you look at their net worth advantage, if you look at the level advantage,
14k.
they are definitely in the position to go in a 3v4 situation. I wouldn't call it smart. Not in any perspective, I would not call it smart. But it is working out for them. The XP and the net worth is definitely, I don't think you can deny that graph. And the win probability at the moment. That
100%.
is...
Almost.
How accurate is that thing? I have to ask.
My opinion, not that accurate. It all goes about decisions and the team fights. You can lose a lot of percentage as soon as you just lose one team fight. That can change the whole thing.
So definitely if you were Inex at the moment, you'd want to win the next big team fight.
Yeah. If there's a team fight, I would actually want it to win it. But they need to set it up so nicely, and they need to get Toothy out of it. My honest opinion. Like, as soon as Moses uses ulti, Toothy is just throwing his death ward inside of his ulti. And
Yeah.
there's just nothing, they don't do anything to him.
Absolutely. I haven't really even seen him use invis to be able to throw
They
his
just
ulti.
did.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on cooldown now. For another 95 seconds.
Grand Prince coming in with a let's go Smurfs. Yes, Grand Prince. Cheer them on. Let's hope they win the next team fight. Oh, it looks like they're going to be going for Roshan. That's something we have not seen tonight.
Remember, there's only one game played yet.
Still, okay. I can still say we haven't seen it tonight. I'm speaking the truth. The Enix guys don't really have vision
At Roshpit.
at Roshpit, so I mean, what are they doing?
But they are suspecting this.
They definitely are. I mean, they see the wards. They are coming in with the dust. Yes, no, it's smoke. It's smoke of deceit and dust of appearance. So coming in with the smoke. Mars hitting only one player with his
And
ulti.
that's, yeah, they're just backing off. And one's caught out.
Ooh,
That's it.
he gets taken out. Kinghorn has thought of coming in to help him, but he just saw the cards on
Yeah,
the
they're
table.
just leaving that situation now. They can't do much against it.
It's better to leave one player to die than to try and save him and lose all 5 of your players. I'd
Correct.
definitely move to the high ground now if I were Inex and just try and get the high ground fight.
Just turtle it out. They might have it, but I don't think they do.
Yaki Fainter, what is that face? What does that face mean? Explain your thoughts to us, bud. Roshan going for Hubley. I think that's a good choice. The CK is definitely
Yeah.
I would call him a pos 1, yes. Why? What? What? I don't know what that was, Olu.
Oh,
Nothing is happening. At least we've got some music playing in the background.
wait.
In my ears. And the
Oh.
stream's ears.
I just like that laugh of Witch Doctor.
Yes.
But I think they're going to try and push high ground now, to be honest.
I mean, they have to. It doesn't seem like Inex. Okay, well, there Alu comes down. But it didn't seem like Inex was really pushing out. But now they are starting to. This is that part of the game what I spoke about earlier where it just feels like
Nothing's happening.
nothing's happening. Everyone's waiting for someone to overextend and to try and make a mistake.
The thing is just, like for instance, with... Oh, maybe they just waited for the Mantle Cell. That was your thingy that you were talking about. The extra illusions.
Oh,
This is going to...
10 million illusions coming in from CK. I can already hear it. I can see it in my mind. Can you guys?
Well, Pew Pew at least has his face boots now. Finally.
Finally, I
When
mean,
trade Blink,
really
and
finally.
then he struggled. Ah,
Oh, good
brought
hook
out.
coming in there from Rubicon. Gets to take down Fracture on the Warlock there. I feel like at this stage of the game you really want that Warlock out. You do not want to face golems. It's
High
like
ground.
extra heroes.
And there they're pushing the high ground.
Yeah, they're pushing the high ground now. They've got the creeps. Pew Pew aggroing them. Getting to take them down fairly easily. Now the backdoor protection comes in. That damage. Ooh, they hardly
That
missed this, that arrow. Ooh.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
The Warlock's back.
I mean, it's a 5v5 now. It's definitely just about who's gonna push where.
Now they're pushing mid. Tower's almost down.
I feel like if I was Metanoia at this moment, I would just try and go straight for the end. I mean, you do not want to give Inex a gap at this
And
moment.
there's another death. Oh, not yet. Oh.
Oh, that stun came in beautifully onto the Pudge. Stuff is happening. People are dying.
This...
The Aegis comes into effect there. Immediately being banished. Are they gonna move on him? Are they gonna try?
Nah. Where's the arrow? No. It's just free gold.
Heavily
And
moving
that's a
in on
buyback as well.
Alucard. Everybody moving.
Buyback from Alucard.
Oh, snap.
I think Smurfs is in trouble now.
I've also got that sneaky suspicion. I mean, it's 4v3 at the moment. They've got the tier 3 tower. Mars
And I
is
do
just
think
not
this is a
hitting his
rat.
ulties. He either gets one player or none.
Ah, quick reactions.
They just keep pushing at the moment. They want to keep their advantage. I mean, if they haven't been playing well 5v5, I mean, what's 3v5 gonna do at this stage? They get the mid-racks. I think that was their goal for a while now. It seems like they are maybe gonna push different racks instead of just ending mid.
They should have just continued. My honest opinion.
Yeah, I mean, now they're giving Inex the space to farm, which they are doing, get their items up, get their levels up, and just be better at the next team fight. Oh, Patch
That
moving
might
on.
be it.
Kingo, are you gonna survive? That is a no. Patch, are you going to help your teammates? Alucard almost getting out there. Mars, are you finally gonna work out something with your
No, he's not.
ulti? I just feel like his ultis aren't
Right.
working out in his favor at the moment. Toothy once again coming in
Ah.
with that. Even with Mars' damage block, Toothy still got to take him out with the Death Ward. A
And
smoke.
I think this might be the GG going forward.
I feel
just pushing
there
it.
Alucard
Yes, GG.
calling the GG. GG, well played to Inexorable Gaming's Smurf team. You guys played well. GG, well played to Metanoia's, I don't know what to call you team. You guys play well. Alucard says he feels violated. Never been so targeted in his life. I am going to mute the stream for a second and just go grab a couple of players to come speak with us.
Firstly, screw you for banning my
Hello.
Willow.
Okay, guys, the game just finished in favor of the Metanoia's, I don't know what to call them team, so that's what their name's gonna be. So we've got Toothy representing them, the winning team.
How's it, guys?
And Alucard coming in to represent the Inexorable Smurfs. Well played, both teams.
Well, thank you very much, and well played to you, Alucard. You guys really played very well. It was really fun playing against you again.
It was good fun. I tried something different with the guys, and we practiced it in one pub. That's the only practice we've had, one pub together.
At least you had a practice.
And it was just good fun. Worked in the pub, but obviously with the Willow.
Ah, my apologies.
Yeah. And I said to them, let me pick it up first instead of the Mars. But anyway.
It does happen. I did tell my guys listening, we're gonna ban out at least two things. We're gonna ban out a Slark, and we're gonna ban out a Willow.
At least you knew.
I have to say, we did see that Slark ban coming in, and we did doubt Metanoia's ability to ban him for a second there, but that ban did come in, and even the chat was shocked by Kinghorn's pick there. What was your thinking on that, on those bans, Alucard?
So the bans were orientated around a push strat. So I'd been discussing it with some of the Masters players and that I'm friends with and that. And obviously, as you guys all know, Drow is quite that hero that you can absolutely just smash people over with if you give it the space. So with the aura, you get a Marana in there, you've got the global presence, you can get in and out, and her attack speed's increased. You've got a Warlock ulti with the chains and all that, and then obviously if it was the Widow, would have been that, but we changed that up to the OD thinking, okay, we'll get rid of the Chaos Knight and all that. So Wyvern, obviously you want to take out a Wyvern when it comes to a push strat, a Kunkka, and Earthshaker.
Yes, that was very good bans that guys had in regards to that. We didn't really have a strat going into this.
Yeah.
What I did tell my guys is, okay, because this is the respect of the ages, but it's all happening for the matter of having fun as well. So we really said, okay, let's have fun. Who wants to play what? Just so you know, I was supposed to play offlane. Didn't happen that way. I got the Witch Doctor. But I think I did something very well on it. I do see that you did feel a bit violated there with it. So I was able to disrupt, and that was the main idea, picking up a Pudge, and obviously the Witch Doctor to cause some disruption with the stuns. And then on top of that, the moment you work that out, we weren't really that scared of you on mid with the OD. Not that the OD is not strong, but it was more about we wanted to isolate the rest. If we can shut down King 1 on the Drow Ranger, and we can shut down Pew Pew on the Mars, then everything was good, and that was all that we worked on, and then we made sure that we keep vision.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about it. But you guys played so phenomenally well. You had me work quite a bit, and you had the rest of the guys work. They worked really hard in trying to see where they can get pick-offs to try and cause the disruption, and otherwise, if it was not for those lucky hooks, this game would have turned out entirely different.
Well played, guys. Really enjoyed it. Look forward. I hope to play you guys again.
Oh yes, please. It would be really fun to play a
Shout out to
competitive
Fan
game every
Bacon.
now and then. Oh yeah, shout out to the Bacons there.
Guys, well played to Metanoia and to Inex. It was really fun to watch you guys play. It was interesting to see what you guys are doing. Thanks for having the chat, and we'll see you guys again.
I'm excited, Hello Card.
Bring it.
Let's do it.
Thank
Cheers,
you,
guys.
Paraki, for joining.
Okay.
We'll see you again. I feel like a multitasking diva at the moment. Chatting with players, chatting with people, keeping my husband in check. Doing interviews, doing 10 million things. Okay, anyway, I'm going to throw you guys over to music for a second so that I can go to the little girl's room in time and also just get something to drink. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Have fun listening to the music.
And I'm back.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I am 10 kilograms lighter in my dreams. I am being hydrated.
That's
I'm
not that bad.
feeling better. Okay, once again, we see Toothy next to me casting. Hello, Tant.
Hello, Tani. I'm not allowed to say that.
No, no, you're not. Not until baby Toothy comes along. Then you can call me Tani all you want, okay?
Yes and no. I still won't.
Yes, everybody, we need to tell you this. We need to share it with the world. Toothy will soon leave us and be replaced with a baby Toothy.
No, his name's gonna be Goku.
No, his name's gonna be Lucas. Okay, we've
Lucas
spoken about
Sakai.
this.
No, you spoke about it. I did not listen. There was no chance of Lucas getting on the list at all. There's a few names. There's still a few fights bound to happen regarding some of the names. But I have been playing around with a couple of names. There's a couple of names in my life that's really important to me.
Like Goku.
And no, screw Goku. Family members that really mean a lot to me, and friends who are very dear to me and important in my life. People who are really important in my life. So I've been taking a look at creating names. Obviously, after I've googled some of them, I realized, okay, this is not a unique name. There's like 400,000 other people who's been named the same name. Let's come up with a name that I've only seen hit 3 times on a list. So not a very common name, but Mommy's not too happy about it just yet. We'll see how she grows onto it.
So that's a couple of personal stuff from our side, but the whole Metanoia is excited. We are expanding in more ways than one. We now get to see Inexorable Smurfs again, and in Inexorable Reborn again. In another match, we are joined again by Skystorm. He's being a trooper tonight. I cannot think his work is easy. We are also starting the coin toss. Let me show you guys, and it goes towards the goes towards the
Smurfs
Smurfs.
again. I think this coin toss is rigged because I won it against us as well.
It's the Smurfs. Let's see how many coin tosses they win across
Well,
the next couple of nights.
So we've got an interesting schedule up ahead as well. Tomorrow night's going to be quite a hectic night.
Oh, but that's your baby.
Oh, is it? Is it my baby? Sorry, I had a laugh there as well because I had a discussion with one of my players, Hawks, just earlier, and it was quite the laugh afterwards, realizing what he's sending me. But when we take a look at the schedule that lies ahead, tomorrow there is Devotion versus the main team at 8 o'clock. Then it's the Amazon Fusion team versus the management team at 9. And then Smurfs versus no wait. Something's been swapped. Okay, so the Devotion versus... Okay, I see what you guys have done there. I did not get this update. But yeah. So the Smurfs versus Reborn is now, which means that Devotion versus Fusion will play tomorrow night. If I have this correct.
I have been AFK this week.
We blame Pickle all the way.
Yes, I've been AFK this week.
You're doing research on your nickname again.
No. That's not the only things I'm interested. No, I've been doing training at the office, so it's been literally... My brain is not used to studying anymore. I'm not in school. I haven't been in a while. So it's literally been doing class during the day and coming home at night. And yes, I'm in the 21st century, so I watch YouTube videos to study. So that's, yeah, I haven't really been keeping up on the schedules and stuff. I'm taking it as they come.
Well, at the end of the day, we'll take it as it comes and we'll just proceed. Luckily, I've got some ears on the inside that'll keep me updated with everything. But the game is on its way, and we do have the first band phase already completed there with Smurfs taking care of that Viper, very big signature hero there for Paraki, a Pudge, and a Queen of Pain. FTP's Queen of Pain and Murder's also gone.
Yeah, they've also been watching each other's game. We also see a ban on Dog Willow, on
Yes, for Alucard,
Slark, and on Weaver.
for Kinghorn, and Weaver for Kinghorn.
Yes, I think
Poor man is not going to get a hero that is favorable to him as much as those two.
no, not at all. I mean, everyone knows he spams those 2 heroes. Everyone knows how good he is on those 2 heroes.
I was just about to say that he is actually phenomenally well skilled on those two heroes, and that's sort of a bit of a lucky pick in the previous game that they did not pick up the Weaver. Obviously, they had a strat they went for, but it could have hurt us if he had a Weaver as well.
Absolutely. I mean, those 2 heroes in that guy's hands are just deadly. He knows how to play them, and he will use it against you.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I'll steer far clear of that, but I'll definitely want to see what gets picked up, because now Paraki needs a signature hero. FTP needs a nice new hero for mid. So we'll see. But there's a Wind Ranger that's been banned out. But the picks are the Kunkka and the Scarlet Mage for the Smurfs. So there's a bit of a nuke coming through, and then the Undying Venomon. So that's the terrible offlane. It's the slow into the no HP deal.
Cornay, now to answer your question there, if Pudge is playing, oh well, you said his name, so I'm allowed to say his name. Franku does not seem to be playing for the Smurfs tonight, even though he would have been like that guy. He plays beautifully. But no,
Yes,
he's not playing for the
it would have
Smurfs
been nice
tonight.
to see him.
The Undyings, I don't know what you call it. Okay, yes guys, sound effects. That's what you'll be hearing from me on stream regarding Dota. The flies that he throws, and it takes away your armor, I believe.
Strength. To assist you with that one. Undying will take away your strength to make your HP drop lower.
And the Venomon's slow is just horrendous with the poison effect as well.
Yes. Bonus damage on top of that venomous scale, and obviously the poison is slowing you down as well, with a nice tick damage on that as well.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Skywrath with a Rod of Atos.
Yeah, Scarlet with a Rod of Atos is also a bit of a problem when he does lock you down and use that ultimate that's flaring right on top of you. It really does hurt. And that's a
See,
big
Para,
ability.
if you rewatch the stream, you'll hear that I do not only know heroes' names, like you called me out earlier, I also know some items. We see another Warlock coming in. I mean, he is a beautiful support hero, as I said earlier. Not really an early game hero, but definitely a mid to late game hero. With those golems of his, they are just literally killers.
10 seconds.
Yeah, so I'm having a little laugh in the background as well because I received a message from
5 seconds.
this factor. I had to tell him it was a great game and it was fun playing against him for a change again. And he's calling me out on playing the Witch Doctor that he really wanted, so I'm having a laugh at that. But yes, Pickle, you have been picking up on the game of Dota itself, and might I add, you have been improving phenomenally well. You have learned boarding to a T, which is really good, and there are some good heroes out there that you can play as well.
Aww.
So Paraki, you better beware. Pickle's coming for you.
Yes, I am, when I eventually get to play. We see a Faceless Void coming in. I feel a problem playing against him is definitely when you try and push as a team, you really have to be aware not to bundle up too much. You do not want to be caught in his ulti.
Yes, that is the main idea with the Faceless Void. It forces the enemy to be secluded, so you have them in multiple positions. That being timed up with the Skywrath Mage at the same time helps to keep them separate, because the Skywrath also has single targeted abilities. So it's a matter of now the Skywrath forcing them back together, Void forcing them out. The Lina stun is big AoE, so no one wants to stick together. And the Kunkka, Boat, and Torrent also keeps them apart. So these guys are going to be forced in multiple areas by the Smurfs, so they really have to watch out for where they are going. Luckily, they've got the Wraith King that will have the reincarnation, but it doesn't help if you only have one that can come back. So hopefully, they will be able to fight it out alongside him.
I mean, I think the thing with Wraith King as well is that slow on his reincarnation. You think you're going to try and get away because you've battled it out. You've thrown everything at this guy because his HP is crazy.
Yes, it really is. It's quite strong. If we take a look at the hero Wraith King itself, now he is a strength-based hero, and he is quite strong. For those of you who do not know, he does start off with 640 HP, 291 mana. He has a base of attack of 61 to 63 damage, and then he gains strength at 3.2 strength per level that he gains. His base attack time there is 1.7 seconds per attack. But I mean, when you hit that hard, you don't really need to hit that fast in the start.
And to answer Courtney now in the chat there, I just sounded like a radio presenter to myself. I hope it came across that way. Yes, Franco does play on King Horse PC sometimes, but I've got a feeling that Kinghorn will not pass up the chance to play against his own players. Hello, Heinz. Say hello for the Ooms op die stream. Oh, Invoker. I once accidentally random Invoker, and it... Oh, all those buttons. I saw a meme the other day about the different controllers for the different heroes, and in Invoker is like this... I don't know what to call it, but you need 10 million buttons to play with an Invoker.
No, you don't. You use standard keyboard, standard buttons. You just need to know the order in which what spells come out. Like, for example, using the triple E will bring up a Sunstrike, that is 3 exhorts. Using 3 Ws, 3 Wexes will bring up the EMP, 3 Qs will bring up the Cold Snap. So there, you just need to learn the algorithm.
You could have been speaking gibberish at the moment, and I would still just be saying uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
We also see
That sounds familiar.
Bird Mother coming out. I mean, that hero when I'm calling her she because she's a mother.
Yes.
She throws her spider webs on the ground, and she's just so quick and swift on those spider webs.
Yeah, and as you see those little babies crawl around right on top of her there, she also does have the ability to spawn spiderlings, which is great for pushing and attacking and ganking. And in this case, it's also a very good use against the Invoker, unless the Invoker is very quick on taking them down.
Okay guys, please show me this first blood push. I want to I do not see a formation for first blood push. I've been craving that. I see it a lot in the Dota games. I saw it at the VS game finals. For the VS Championship finals, I think that's what you call it. And I enjoy watching those first blood pushes so much. It shows dominance. It gets your team a lot of... What is that? Casters, Pickle and Toothy found our stream on YouTube, Metanoia Esports, to hear great description of skills like ZU, or shoo shoo shoo. Who says that? How do you do that? I saw something like that earlier as well.
30 seconds.
Okay, hold on. Let me just catch up on that because I missed that now entirely. Maybe I can catch that chat.
It comes up on the side. I wonder. Skystorm, is that you?
I do not believe that should be him. But we will catch up on that in just a bit. But we should not be hearing anything funny. Okay, everything does look good. There's no
Oh,
super
it
aggression
is
to see,
you, Skystorm. You made me wonder there. I saw it earlier and I was like, meh, I don't know what that is. Let's ignore it. See it the second
I
time.
know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the the stuff that comes up on the side. Yes, that's normally when you do have the casters analyst. You'll have the play-by-play caster, the analyst as well with him, and then you have someone that keeps track of stats and put out some fun bits, sometimes a bit of banter, sometimes just good, useful information of the match or the games as they have progressed to say, okay, this would be Alucard's 10 time on the Brood Mother. Is he really that unstoppable on it?
I haven't really seen the Brood Mother play mid. What Invoker mid, yes. Brood Mother, I haven't really
Oh, it's
seen it
very
being played
strong.
mid.
It's very strong in mid. When you get that advantage over whoever you are lining up against, it might just help in forcing the enemy hero out of the lane and then also being able to gank with those spiralings a lot. So you see Lock-on and Baraki here on the bottom lane trying to take control over Mr. Kinghorn, forcing him back a bit, making sure his HP is nice and low. But nothing to write home about just yet. And our last hits and the knives are getting good favor there towards Mr. Paraki and Kunka Pew Pew on the opposing sides, and then FTP and Invoker not far behind on the last hits as well. So there's no definite display of dominance just yet that we are seeing. But this match is going to take a good minute or two before it starts picking up the pace, because we are trying to assure dominance just yet. Now lock on Baraki there, slowing Kingdom down a bit. He's dropped very low actually on HP. Might not look like it, but he only has 560 HP available.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of pushing and aggression and now I forgot the term, but irritating someone at bot lane, which is good to
The
see.
Minibots and the Skyrath, yeah. Those two are going to be as irritating as possible.
The Invoker being quite aggressive here, mid Alucard being fairly low on HP.
Yes, he doesn't match up as strong against the Invoker when it comes to damage output. Obviously the Invoker with the Exhort giving him that bonus damage. So he's got 26 bonus damage on himself already, just with that. But the fact that Alucard is keeping him a little bit tucked away with farm, he's got 5 denies and 10 last hits, while the Invoker barely has 8 to 1. So he is trying to get that experience advantage, which he does have a little bit there.
What are your predictions for this game? Not only am I asking you this, Suti, but I'm also asking for our viewers. I know you're there. You can't just have this open on your screens. You have to be active. Come on, guys, be active in the chat. Tell us what your predictions will be. But other than that, Suti, what are your predictions for this game?
Oh, this is going to be a really big game in regards to team fight and how they play it out. So I would definitely say that we will have to take a look at...
Oh, sorry.
Reborn
Brood Mother
coming out
traditionally wins mid lane versus an Exhort Invoker. A tidbit
Yes.
coming in there from our observer.
Yes, it normally does, but it is also... the Exhort Invoker, yes, but I think we will have to take a look.
What?
He's not full maximizing the Exhort, so he might be able to bring in some nerf now as Alucard is chasing him there under the tower, bringing in the Spiderlings, doing a lot of damage onto him.
Yeah, those Spiderlings are definitely working in his favor, and they're quite dressed up, quite cute. What makes an Invoker an Exhort Invoker?
Exhort Invoker. That would be the... when you look at him, the yellow globes floating around him is then what he's mainly focusing. So he's currently got 3 levels up onto that, with 1 into Wix and 1 into Cross. Cross obviously helping a lot with regen and the Wix with attack speed, but now might follow.
Oh, he's diving and it pays off for Alucard. Sorry, Toothy, I'm getting excited.
No, definitely. That was quite exciting. Well done on the first blood there for Alucard. But yeah, that's the main idea that comes out when playing an Invoker against the Brood Mother, you don't really want to focus that much into Exhort. You want to pick off the spiderlings very quickly, so using something more traditional like the Tornado or EMP possibly can help a bit in regards to draining the mana on the Brood Mother there, but also one level onto the Meteor will also help drop that meatball and get the spiderlings down very low. You will have to take into consideration as well then the level of the web of the Brood Mother, because that does add health regen, and that's 7 HP regen on level 3 already. As
Looks
Brood Mother
like
is
he's
falling
gonna.
low.
Ooh,
That's not a return.
just misses him.
Well, the
Alucard
Invoker is
is
now coming
surrounded
back
by
strong into
so
this
many
lane. He might have
spiderlings.
lost the first blood, but he's definitely going to be fighting it hard.
I'd like to apologize in advance. Apparently my dogs are only waking up now that it's cooling down, so you might hear them playing in the background. Just give me a
Yes, as
shout.
we see a nice initiation here by
Oh!
Gladiator onto FTP, but Pew is dropping dangerously low. He will fall, but Maverick also getting very, very low, and he might just not make it, and he will not. Alucard is also dangerously surviving them, but still
FTP's
FTP
also
is
looks like he's
low
about to
here
go
against
down.
Gladiator on the Lina. Yes, that Lina does have the damage. One level in Tufari Soul does help with the attack speed, but just not enough damage output there. Oh, lock-on coming in here from behind. Working on Alucard. Oh, that's going to help quite a bit.
Yeah, he's dove it in quite deep there.
It's not going to force it just yet. Alucard will be able to regen slowly. But the net with favoring just slightly there into the favor of Reborn. Or the Smurfs actually. Alucard is on the Smurf side. And the net worth totally there for Alucard is very high on 2,700.
Lock-on is
Gold
still
worth. But I keep
lingering
close
there.
behind.
He's just waiting for the opportune moment. Now that I speak about him, now he'll move away. Why? Why?
He's just trying to force some damage out onto Alucard, but now with Gladiator also close by, he's going to try and another rune, but he does not get it, and the stun is also missed. As Alucard is putting out some damage onto Invoker, but he will have to retreat as his spiderlings and himself are fairly low on HP there. But the salve will come out and heal him up. Very
The what?
briefly. The healing salve.
Oh. I thought you
As
said
we see
sun.
here in the top lane, unfortunately for Pew Pew, he's about to get cut down to pieces by FTP and Maverick. I'm sorry for the interruption.
No worries. If we look at the net worth, it's fairly spread out at the moment. They barely have a 1k lead going for one of the Inex teams. Haha, how accurate was that? Even if we look at the individual players spread out, yes, we do have FCP and Paraki in the lead there, but still, it's not much of a lead, but it is a lead nonetheless.
Oh, and now FTP's in grave danger here on the top as Xbox spot and Torrent does
He's
come
getting
through
the
onto
heal
him.
from Warlock though.
Alucard will take down the Invoker and mid at the same time. With his initiation on top
Skywrath coming in.
Yes.
Will he take down FTP? It looks like he is definitely hunting him there. Gets the splash by Kunkka.
Yes, very good work there by Fracture coming in from the side. Oh, Lock-on might just not make it. He does make it out of the boat, and now
they have
dive
dove
is there
in
underneath
so deep there.
Tier 2, and now Pew Pew getting very low. But the splash from Pew Pew will take it down, but he's gonna fall as well there.
Yeah,
the
that dive was just too deep on them.
Unfortunately, it's a good dive, but unfortunately, I don't think it was really worth it.
No.
And Paraki trying to bully King on here. He's got a lot of damage on him. Making sure that Poison Sting and Orb of Venom obviously does do its work.
I mean, the slow that you get from that is just, it's horrible.
Oh no, definitely. We're talking here about a good 50+% when the Venomous Gale hits as well. And now, oh my god, not having dust, so the Invoker will get away. Paraki is teleporting into mid. He's going to try and work down onto these Spiderlings. But they just might be able to regen out of this. And the Invoker already close by again. Alakor not really giving care to that. As he's taking farm everywhere. That man has gotten 78 last hits in the past 10 minutes with 11 denies on it, so that is good. Unfortunately, Alakor does take down Paraki, and that will help quite a bit there on the net worth chart for him. Again,
Yeah, I mean, oh, Alucard is definitely leading on the last hits. He's leading on the net worth. He is just really playing the brute very well. I mean, he's got a 2k lead on his own over the Wraith King.
he was falling a bit low there. Oh, and Gladiator very smart. They're getting the double stun down onto them. Lock on is there. He's got the tome up as well for the zombies. So Alakor will quickly try and farm that. Good gold coming into his 175 to be exact. FTP on that. I think he's trying to do some work. He's trying to catch up on farm. So he's still there. Up to an extent. But he's not getting as much as he would love. And now, unfortunately, Maverick there getting stunned. Oh! And that was so close, but the X marks the spot is on him, and Pew Pew will get the last hit. Fortunately, Maverick will not survive that encounter. So this game does seem to be favoring the side of the Smurfs there, but at the moment. The Fracture coming in again there onto Lock-on, doing a lot of damage with that Skyrath Mage. But there's FTP with the stun, and the totem is up as well. And now the boat coming in there. Pew Pew is trying to take down Lock-on. He does get the hit on him. But now FTP is there with the stun, and the zombies are there as well. Pew Pew will fall, unfortunately.
Yeah, that golem definitely works in the favor of them there. Alucard, what? What have you been up to, buddy?
Well, that's just the power of the Broodmother. That thing has phenomenal push power. So if you're not gonna shut down the other lanes and then try and shut him down, he is gonna run away. And that's exactly what the plan is here. They are causing havoc in each and every other lane, while Alucard is just doing the damage, getting onto those tier 3s. And before you know it, he will have 1 or 2 lanes pushed all by himself. Kingon is also slowly catching up here on the net worth. He's above Paraki now, so he's getting that farm in. It does seem like he might be going into treads and not a hand of Midas to play the catch-up game, as that has been nerfed down a bit. But Ala got very smartly here in mid. Just playing the bait game, forcing Invoker there to come to the high ground, but the Light Strike Array misses. There's another turn down for the zombies, but the boat is coming in as well here. And another array coming down with the Dragon Slave hitting Paraki, but he will survive. Alucard being slowed down a lot. But there's yet another Light Strike Array, and Maverick's going to play with us as Pew Pew does hit a big splash damage. Alucard's now dangerously low. He will fall there to FTP. That's 5 kill streak going for him. 600 gold very quickly, and now Gladiator in grave danger. Getting trapped up here. Oh, FTP is on top of him, and he will have the mana to respawn if he does go down.
Yeah, they definitely, Reborn definitely turned that fight very quickly. It looked like it was going to go in favor of the Smurfs, but they turned that fight very well.
Yes, Gladiator just barely getting out there with that teleport as well. So that's just saving himself there in a bit of a nick. Well, the win probability favoring Reborn now. Almost, well, it's about 67% now in their favor. Kinghorn is going on to lock on here, but Paraki is there to help chase Kinghorn straight back.
See another fight coming in. The stun. Ooh, beautiful play there by those two. Looks like they're only
Yes.
going to be able to take out the Venom monster. Will they be able to take out the
PP
Undying?
brings in the boat, yes. Very well played. They caught me off guard there as I was having a bit of a cough. But good use of the boat and the chronosphere there to take down Paraki at the end.
Sorry, my dog is having a hell of a chat with me at the moment.
I can imagine. He's
Okay.
just waking up and I mean the heat is dispersing now slowly. Although it doesn't feel like it.
Mm.
Yes, Adolf, I do hear you, my boy. He's obviously enjoying the fact that his mother is costing the game.
No, they actually just want my fruit. I've got a bowl of melon, and they do not want my love. They want my melon.
That's a problem.
So if you'll just
You
give
do
me a
not-
second, I'm gonna put that away quickly.
Have fun at it. Good luck with that one. As we do see Alucard here getting scouted out there by Lock-On, but they're not going to go on him that hard just yet. Maverick's going to try and possibly get some vision, but oh, there is the tornado into the deafening blast with the meatball as well. Maverick is around, but Fatal Bond's obviously only going to do that much damage. Alucard will slowly regen this up. He does have a healing self as well. Maverick's regenerating that mana very quickly. Like a smoke coming in there. They are gonna try and get the wrap onto Alucard. They have seen him. Fingers out, but he's out of range for that Sunstrike. Now Maverick's Golem is also in grave danger of going down. Pew will get the last on that with 100 gold falling in his favor.
Okay, I've gotten rid of the barking hazard. Sorry
That does
about
help.
that, guys.
That's not a problem. We cannot forget our children, whether they have 2 or 4 legs. I see Alucard slowly trying to farm up those spotlings again to have the push power. And FTP also trying to catch up there. He's doing good work. He's a little behind Alucard there on the net with Graf, but he is slowly catching up, which is very, very good for his side. And now, oh, he's gonna get scouted out there, and they will go on him. And they do take him down. Now Alucard in grave danger as the tornado with the meatball comes in. He's gonna try and survive this, running away there. But the poison ward from Paracles on top of him, and Maverick will get the last hit action. Gladiator running into a Sunstrike, but the boat is there from the Kunkka into the Chronosphere as well from Kinghorn as they get the wrap there onto the Invoker and onto Lock-On. Now Paraki is standing in the middle of that flip from Fracture, taking the damage full on, and Maverick
Looks like he's
spot
gonna
already.
go down. He gets
Not the-
taken down.
Yeah, the torrent was there, and he unfortunately does fall. Alucard saying there that he does need another pair of legs, but I doubt it. That brood mother does get fast inside those webs.
PP is fairly low. They're still taking damage from the Venom answer. Oh, no, it stopped now.
It stopped, and obviously the ghost ship with the rum was there, so it did help negate a lot of that magic damage as well.
Kinghorn trying to get in some farm as much as he can.
Yes, he is playing a bit of a catch-up game there, but he's got that Midas actually going with Dreads, Animal with Mask, so his net width will start growing gradually there.
Broodmother is still holding on to that net worth lead.
It's going to be difficult to catch up on that.
Yeah, absolutely. His XP per minute is higher. His hero level is 2 higher. If we look at the team net worth, I mean, look at that chart. It's just...
It's capping out there just under 6,000 at the moment. As they do take down Maverick once again there. Good work by Alucard. And this time it is going to be a death there, but FTP will respawn as he does have the reincarnation. Alucard now getting stunned up. Lock-On is there as well, but the return there from Gladiator as they go onto him. Invoker's in the background, but he's not going to be able to do that much. as Paraki will take down Fracture. And then Alucard will get the last hit there onto Paraki, just securing the deal. And showing that the trade is a bit more in their favor. Oh, and Alucard there once again, coming in very hard onto FTP. He does have that Diffusal Blade to grant the extra slow. And obviously the Orchard with that silence. And FTP also in danger. If he does go down, he is dead. Ultimate is still down for another 68 seconds.
Now, with the Smurfs at the moment, they've got mid control. Can we call it control? I'm calling it mid control.
It's control, yes. And also trying to get control in the top lane. With Pew Pew pushing hard onto the tier 1 tower.
And he's making good work of it. He doesn't need anyone else. No rotation seems to be coming in. Doesn't look like they're going to be contesting that top tower. He seems definitely creating some space for him. Keeping everyone busy in the mid.
Oh, with a Yule Scepter straight onto the Invoker there with a Light Strike Array and then the Deadly Laguna Blade. And now Kinghorn also turning right there onto Maverick and they will take down Paraki as well. It's a quick buyback there from the Invoker. But he's not going to be able to do too much.
No, we still see a Reborn player having some fun there in the bot lane. No one knows what he's busy with, but he's having fun there.
Yes, that is the Wraith King of TP. He's trying to get that Radiance up, which is going to be good for them because it helps take down those Spirelings very quick. And also deal a lot of damage to the Broodmother inside her web. And on top of that, it also creates that mischance for the Kunkka with a splash. He's got that Chrysalis, he's working straight onto the Daedalus. So if you can stop him from getting those crits off, it also helps your team.
We still see Broodmother having the almost 3,000 net worth lead on the Wraith King at the moment. So I have to say, this Broodmother mid situation looks like it's panning out well for them.
No, it definitely is. With a mass farm on those mass bottlings, you know, she can do so much damage. Oh, getting scouted out there by Paraki's ward, but not enough to pick her off just yet. I do know that they were there. Counter them, and now Gladiator using the Yule Scepter as a defensive mechanism to try and get away from the Invoker. But the Xbox spot with the bug will come in onto him. Spriggy comes in there with his ultimate as well, and they do make quick work there of Alucard. Will go down. Pew Pew luckily has that Shadow Dagger, Shadow Blade to get away. This is going to be a slow chase, but I don't think they're going to get much out of this.
No, it definitely doesn't seem like it's going to be delivering anything for them. Except maybe that tower.
Well, the tier 1 push is still a good push. As Fracture there, not a lot of mana on him, but he's trying to bring out some damage. Oh, Pew Pew comes in there, does not get a big crit off. But he does do a lot of damage there, and now from the backside there, Gladiator getting a mega kill there onto Paraki. The Light Strike Array and the Laguna Blade, making sure he goes down.
Why do I not hear? I've never really heard that in Dota 2, but I usually heard that in Dota 1. Of that mega kill.
Well, it really depends on the caster that you have as well, the announcer pack. But there's no real big shot for mega, like the big. I think it's a copyright thing these days.
That's sad.
Was it sticking to Warcraft? But I do understand you want to hear that baseline of the mega kill.
Yes. It doesn't. Chat, you're so quiet. I'm going to start scolding you in a second, people.
You guys have been phenomenally quiet. I'll put out a high there just to make sure that you guys are alive.
Skystorm is correcting me that it comes from Unreal Tournament or Quake. Well, they need to bring it to Dota 2 then, okay? It just shows you how old I am.
Well, like I said, it's all copyright things. So Sparky comes in there with his ultimate, doing a lot of damage there onto Pew Pew and Gladiator now. Gladiator, just barely surviving, and he does keep himself out of Stun strike as well, but he will fall down. Pew Pew very, very low now. Will fall and fall as well as there was extra poison on top of him. Now Alucard, they're trying to do work, but he's in grab danger as well, and this is going to cost him his life most probably, as his ultimate's not going to keep him alive for that long, as it will wear off shortly. But FTP doing a lot of damage, taking some as well at the same time.
Brood has life steal?
Yes, that is the ultimate of the Broodmother, where she will generate lifesteal. On level 3 it's about 140%. It's called Insatiable Hunger, so it's going for the hunger of the kill basically.
My dogs
And she
are
also
losing their
gains
minds.
140 bonus damage.
Oh, I never noticed that. Probably because I only played it once, but hey, that's a nice ability to have.
Yes, when it comes to the mid of the fight, when you do stand a chance of losing the fight, it's good to have to use. Parky there making good work of a lot of items that he is carrying.
Oh, double damage going to FTP. How I'll probably use this. Oh, he's got the net worth lead now?
Yes,
Well
he
done.
does have the Radiance, which is also helping him farm, so that alongside a Hand of Midas does help to grow your net worth fairly quickly.
Oh, you can definitely see on the graph, it's starting to drop for the Smurfs and starting to favor Reborn in every regard.
Yes, what is happening now is with the fact that Reborn is getting to the point where they have the levels to back themselves up and the items, Smurfs cannot keep up with the fight, and Smurfs obviously were ahead with a few kill streaks as that as well. So the moment you go down with your kill streak, you will unfortunately also then lose a lot of money and give that towards the enemy team, which helps them grow their net worth and experience that they get. Because the higher level you are, the more experience you give on your death as well. There's a nice smoke here. FTP, ooh, almost getting that Kunkka. Just teleporting towards the bot lane.
Oh, that tornado just misses Fracture.
Yes,
Stun
FTP
coming in
is
from
there with a
FTP.
stun, yeah.
Goodbye, Fracture. He was fractured.
I was just about to say, unfortunately does get fractured up there. As Lock-on gets the last hit onto the tier 2 tower as well. Alucard trying to get some damage out into mid. He's stunned up there, but FTP's not going to be chasing him that hard.
I mean, Alucard is doing some real work on pushing the lanes, making sure the lanes stay pushed.
Yes, he's still leading the last hits there, but just barely, as he's got that 232 last hits over the 218 of the rating. Oh, and a beautiful Chronosphere there by Kinghorn, but there's a bit of a harm coming onto him. But now, very quickly, his teammates are there. Alucard will help with the takedown there. Lock-on is down, and Kinghorn as well. Now, Gladiator is there on the side as well. He takes down the Invoker, who does not survive. Baraki still has a lot of damage, and Pew Pew will fall to this, unfortunately. As Alucard is trying to survive there at the end, but now Gladiator also being chased up there by FTP. Baraki does have that Rod of Aegis available, and it will slow down Gladiator, and he is now in big trouble. He's going to fall to this as soon as he lands from that defensive Heal Scepter of the Divinity. So this is a very good focus point here now for the guys.
Oh, they're definitely pushing back very well. This is the moment they need. This is definitely a moment they need. They need to keep pushing, keep winning these fights. I mean, they've only got Skywrath left at the moment. Respawn time only coming in from the Void. Oh, we've got a buyback from Lina.
Yes, Gladiator obviously on the spot roll. There does have a bit of money for the buyback. But there is Rod once again landing on top of him. He does land that life strike array onto FTP. FTP will go down, but it's only his ultimate. And the Lina will fall as well. And now PP trying to bring in some damage. Torrent will land onto Maverick, as is the X marks. The
Beautiful
boat
boat coming in.
But PP not able to get that splash out. And he really wants to make that Daedalus work. It's carrying a lot of damage. Oh, Kinghorn does get lifted by the tornado. Just tipped him there on the tail. But this is going to be the barracks in mid there for FTP and his team, as they will do a lot of damage and then back out very briefly
That was a very good push by the Reborn. Oops. Oh, that definitely tipped the scales on the graphs there for them. In team net worth, in XP gained, and for the win probability. I mean, look at that scale now.
Yes, it's definitely tipping, and the win probability, as you just mentioned, is favoring the side of Reborn. 94%. You know, it was an up-down fight in the beginning. The draft was a bit stronger. They seem to have lost it there around 20 minutes, but they brought it back here by 25 minutes. Very, very strong in their favor. FTP doing a lot of damage. That Wraith King with the Radiance, and obviously the newly bought Assault Cuirass is going to help, and he's going to bring in a nice full Abyssal Blade there for himself as well. Oh, Alucard has been scouted out. The smoke is being used on him there, but he will back out as the creeps are farmed. And just unfortunately, no pick off there.
Yeah, the timing was a bit out there for the Reborn guys. Come on, Reborn. Let's have a
There's a
rehash
tornado with a
across
meatball
here.
right onto Alucard. And now Parak is there with a lot of Rachels. But that's not just him going down, it's also King One who will fall. The boat is there. Gladiator is gonna feel just a tip of that Sunstrike, and now unfortunately it's a 3-on-5 fight with the Invoker. Not that low. Oh, and he does fall very low now. He will go down eventually there. Laguna Blade from Gladiator will do a lot of damage, and the Light Striker Raid landing there onto the Undying will do a lot of damage as well. But now it's just the bottom ranks. Oh, Paraki once again with that Rod of Atos, keeping Fracture in place, and there we see Maverick coming in. FTP does get the Beyond Godlike or the Godlike Spree there.
We
And
see a lot of
quick
buybacks
buyback.
coming in.
Yeah, a quick buyback there from Fracture and from Pew Pew trying to defend this. But those wards from Paraki are everywhere. And this might unfortunately be the deciding moment where the game starts to favor Reborn too much, and they do take it as they do carry that 13,000 net worth lead over the Smurfs. See, they are backing away fairly safely, so they're not trying to go for that push just on top. They might try and pick off the Roshan first and then do the tier 2 and tier 3 in the top lane. As soon as the Invoker is done with the creeps there in the top lane. But Roshan will be feeling this fight as they are going onto him. And now, the Cold Snap also being used onto the Roshan. He will get stunned up quite a bit. And now it's just a matter of quickly working him down. There's no scan coming out to show that they're there, so the guys from Reborn will get this Rosh uncontested, as Spikey will be respawning at the same time there as our favorite friend Gladiator there on the Lina.
I have to notice something now. There's like 2, 3 wards on the map. Okay, yes, I like wards. I like having wards. I like having that info. Everyone's just fighting blindly at the moment.
Well, I wouldn't call it entirely blindly because you can see the guys at the Smurfs are trying to keep vision of where the enemy are, essentially, but you know, when you are being pushed this hard back into your own base, you can't really push off and get that vision out. And it's not going to be that profitable at this moment. As to where for the side of Reborn they are trying to get that aggressive vision out. Trying to keep an idea of who goes where. And Fracture falling very dangerously low there as FTP does get the blink Abyssal onto him, stunning him up very quickly, and a stun there right onto Pew Pew. And now Gladiator will make sure that the Aegis will go down, and then Boca will have to blink out of that very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean they had the Aegis, they've got the double damage. Wraith King's ulti's up. I really see this fight going in favor of Reborn.
Now this is more in their favor at the moment. All the ultimates except for Mavericks Golem is available, but that has just popped up as well, and this is now where they can say, okay, the Sky Wraith is down, there's no big nuke. King One might have that Chronosphere, but he's not going to try and lock down one. If he's going to lock down, he wants to lock down at least 3-4. But the blink from FTP is in there, and they will lock him down as the push for GG is going to come in. A very quick work there. Pew Pew has gone down to Maverick as well. And it's now just a two-man fight with the Lina and the Broodmother available, and they can't really defend this. Lina will fall there as well at the same time, and I believe the GG push is now real. Alucard
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to
think we'll
defend
get
there.
a GG call. I think the Smurfs will make them work for it.
Oh no, definitely the Smurfs will be the Smurfs, and they will not call GG easy.
Never
unless
mind.
we,
Never, unless we start
witness it
talking
there from
about it.
Gladiator.
GG, well played to both teams. Let me mute.
I believe that Pickle has just quickly, briefly disappeared. As Alucard does come in here to the channel with us.
Cable out. I'm not the smartest person. I'm just going to pull one of the guys in from the Reborn team and just get him to chat with us as well. I
Yes,
did
I will quickly grab Alucard as well.
not see anyone. Everyone just left. Why would you do this?
Well, we do have Alucard who's available.
Hello, Alucard.
Are they?
Take us on a run through your game. So long.
I don't know what happened. Just Wraith King got huge.
He got huge, very big. But that could have been a factor that you guys did give him a bit of free farm, giving him the chance to get that Midas up and pushing for that Radiance, which was a
I don't
big
know
counter
where
to
you
you.
got it. Because I mean, looking at it, sorry for interrupting. It's just like I'm still shocked. Utterly shocked.
They were hiding in a different channel. Okay, I
I
found
was
them.
literally watching him the most of the map, and you saw I was pushing up high ground most of the time, so I would force him away from lane. So.
Hello.
Hello, butter.
Yeah. Well, he did pick it up at like 13 minutes, so he made work after that to, within 10 minutes after that, pick up the full Radiance.
But here's the thing: so Midas ideally is an item that should get picked up at, especially now that they've nerfed it a little bit, 9 minutes.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not as effective. He got Midas and then still got the Rads at 22, which is insane amount of farm.
He got up on farm very, very well. He was very close behind you. He actually had 291 last hits at the end there, so he did surpass you.
Yeah.
Alucard.
Hey.
That's why
Welcome,
that
Paraki.
gave us fucking. Oh, sorry. That gave us just troubles.
Yeah, it was just a bit of comms that came in wrong. I think Pew Pew struggled a little bit later on in the game. He started off very well and then he fell off a bit.
Yeah. But well played, eh? To be honest, that wasn't bad.
But nothing was bad. It was really well played by both teams. You guys really brought the strats to life as well. Very smart play with the Broodmother into the Invoker there.
Yeah.
And pushing him out. So Paraki also very good on dominating that bottom lane. And that Rod of Atos was a dirty move.
Man, that was actually for the Broodmother. Because we can't catch him.
As usual, it's me only getting counted.
And then the Spirit Vessel later on was just also just for you, your life steal.
Alu, are you feeling targeted?
Jeez, no one likes me.
Do you want a hug, Olu?
I need one.
I'll give you one. But really phenomenal play there, Paraki. You guys brought your strat into the game very nicely. You held back when you needed to, and then as soon as you guys had the tipping favor,
It's a pocket strat. Just go with the flow.
There we go. Well, we did see that they banned out one of your most played heroes, the Viper.
Yeah,
How did you feel about that?
Well, I don't blame that much actually anymore, to be honest. So I didn't feel offended. I just felt honored.
Oh, I didn't even know you played it. I actually just banned it because I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I was just like.
And obviously, Alucard, your poor Widow got banned out again.
Ugh, I'm getting used to it at this point. There's so many other heroes I can play just as well as her, so...
Oh, you played that Broodmother phenomenally. So, yeah, well played. Any words there from the Pickle?
Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, let me find all your names. Alucard, for your team's performance tonight. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Para, same to you. Toothy, thank you for co-casting again.
It's always a pleasure and always fun to cast with you.
Skystorm,
Take it one day.
Skystorm, I might be lying, but there's only one viewer, okay? Say hello.
Hello.
Ha! Okay, thank you, Skystorm, for doing the camera work. Really well done. I'm gonna miss you on nights that you are not able to do that.
Yep.
Wise words, bud. Yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna end the stream right there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow night.
Definitely. Ja, maak dit seker alles is gemute. Karel, my